It's Sunday. Welcome to church, everybody. We got the dancing monkey with me in studio. Poseidon learning all the new tricks.
Yo.
Poseidon spent the day learning about new ways to use our new software that we have here. By the way, if you didn't know, but how could you not know, this episode is brought to you by Just Meat It. Head over to justmeatit.ca, get yourself some quality meats. And we're not talking about any meat. We're talking about bison. We're talking about elk. We're talking about goddamn ostriches. Don't lie, you're not Joe Rogan. You can't go hunt elk, but you could eat it and then brag to your friends, look, I got some elk. Don't tell them how you got it. Actually, you know what? Tell them how you got it. And if they're a little cheap, you tell them they get 10% off to use the promo code COMEDY, because the people over at justmeatit.ca, they love comedy, and these guys are local. You're buying Quebec meats and no performance-enhancing drugs. You know about this?
Yeah.
Nothing. No antibiotics, no cocaine, no domestic violence disputes. These animals are pure. They haven't committed any crimes. Justmeatit.ca. Links are in the description. Church is in session. Poseidon, who do we got with us today? Let's see here.
And Wagyu beef, by the way.
The Jofo Bodka. Oh, yeah, it's true. The Jofo guys are here.
Hey.
Wagyu is what we're getting, right? Wagyu is what everyone's trying to eat now.
I think so, yeah.
By the way, Jofo Podcast, 100th episode, good for them, happens tomorrow night, and Mike is going to be on that to celebrate 100 episodes for those guys. So we got Steph in the chat. Jeff is here. Jess Sorrell. Melanie's here. Who else we got here? Tom Ernst. Fuck, okay, there's a lot of people. Pierre-Luc is here. Julian's here. Caroline. Look, I'm going to miss a lot of you guys. But just know, we love the fact that you're in church today. Right now. Poseidon?
Amen.
We did you got to watch me do some stand-up yesterday in French for the first time in months.
Yeah.
Was it weird for you watching us?
It was. It was very weird, but I enjoyed it. I hadn't been out in a setting like that in a while, and it felt good.
To just be out.
Watching stand-up and, people being together and stuff.
It was weird for me because it's in French, right? So it's my second language. So my first set I didn't like. My first set I felt off completely, and nothing was working. But that's all it took. Then the second set I was back to normal.
Yeah.
So it just took that one set to shake off all the rust.
It's like riding a bicycle.
I feel bad because the first set was all French people from France that were there. So they were like, "What's going on here? What kind of accent is that?"
Yeah, they were They must have been so confused.
Like, is he faking it? It's a made-up alien accent. That's not a real thing. But then the second show was mostly Quebecers, so like, yeah, they got it. Yeah, it was good, but it was fun. Guido is in the chat, I believe. Guido, he is out, he is free, and he is ready to mingle. But he's definitely not single, I'll tell you that much. So Guido's back. We recorded an episode of The Intellectuals. It comes out this week. They're finally reunited. Both of them, incredible weirdos, but they work better together. I don't think either of them could survive on these mean streets alone.
Well, I could, but
they're both liable to end up in prison. Yo, by the way, some people died this week.
Yes.
We got to talk about it.
DMX.
Well, DMX died, but that was a given because when Prince... The thing is, I didn't believe Meghan Markle when she said the royal family is racist. I'm like, really? The royal's racist? Doesn't sound true. But then I noticed it is because that's exactly what happened. Prince Philip died. And then they said, well, one white guy can't just go out. We got to take a black guy with us. And then mysteriously, DMX died. So proof they are racist.
Very suspicious.
It took them out to try to balance things out. I didn't like that.
What's the saying? There's no such thing as a coincidence.
That's what it is. Yeah. So
No
poor
such thing as
DMX
a
got taken out by the royals. I think the queen did this one herself. She's the one who gave him the crack. Yeah, it's definitely. No, I don't think he OD'd. Some people are saying that his family says that he took the vaccine a few days earlier.
What?
And the vaccine killed him. But it's probably just internet rumors.
Okay, yeah.
Like, people are just starting shit like that.
Fuck.
Yeah. But the prince lived to almost 100. 100.
Wasn't he like a few months away from 100?
Yeah. But you see that? So no matter what I don't care how good your Gorilla Glue is, clearly the strongest thing in the world, Poseidon, like I said yesterday, is the love between two cousins. It lasted nearly a century.
Hold on, were they cousins? Wasn't Prince Philip Greek?
No, he's not. He was born. He was the royalty of the Greeks. None of they were given to us. They're all cousins. All the royals, they're all cousins.
So they're just inbreeding.
Yeah, they used to inbreed more hardcore.
Oh yeah.
Now they take in from they would take in from other royal families.
Yeah, and kind of like mix and mash.
But the mix and match.
Mix and match.
Yeah, it wasn't Potatoes.
They're just they're beating up the older royals are beating up the younger royals to fuck their sister. You will breed her.
Captain YOLO's dropping a Dixie in the super chat telling us that tomorrow's coffees are on us. And you know what we needed right now? Goddamn coffees. That would have fucking helped.
Oh yeah, it's true. That's why I feel I'm like something's missing. We always have coffee before.
Well, we got some new equipment here, and he spent the last couple of hours figuring things out. And I got to say, I'm very proud of my autistic son. He did good. He figured new shit out that I didn't even know. So it was good. Have you watched The Crown on Netflix? Silver and Gold is saying. I have not. I don't watch that kind of stuff. I don't like
you don't watch British propaganda?
No, I like British shows. I just don't like the royal. I'm not a royalty guy. I'm a freedom, liberty guy. I don't like people in scepters and capes and shit. Even Christopher Reeve, that's what bothered me. He wore a cape. So I told the horse, take him down. Take him down. I'm not playing that shit. That's the third Christopher Reeve joke this week.
Seriously.
And all different, but all attacking him for no reason.
Yeah, you're on them this week.
Yeah. Poor Christopher Reeve. No, I like Christopher Reeve. But I don't watch that stuff. I don't give a shit.
No, I agree. Me, I'm obsessed with anything mobster related. So whether it's like Peaky Blinders, there was that mobster movie
Police,
with Tom Hardy. No, the Police is like it's like a street gang, but like the loser street gang. They're not cool.
Yeah, they're quite the street gang. Yeah,
it's not cool to be in that gang. You know,
it ain't cool.
It ain't cool.
They don't get caught. They don't get cop tattoos.
No, they don't. You know, they're kind of lame if you ask me. They call Gatorade flavors by the actual flavor, not the color. Like a bunch of fucking weirdos.
What do you mean? Gatorade has other names for the.
Like, you know, we say Gatorade blue.
Yeah.
Or Gatorade
Give me the blue one.
Or the orange one. You know, they go by the actual name of the flavor, which I just found out not too long ago.
Yeah, but why? That's more complicated.
Yeah, because that's they're so uncool.
Give me electric courage. Is that a drug? What do you want?
Give me yellow lightning fucking
oh, well, then
Gatorade.
You know it's yellow. As long as it has a color, call it whatever you want.
I stole that from Post Malone. Post Malone had tweeted that if a person calls the Gatorade flavor by its full name, you know they're a cop.
By the way, Richard Kish says that good news, Pantelis, you are no longer being shadow banned on Facebook. Is that true? How do we know? That would be good if the Facebook numbers start going up, because there was a while where you couldn't see anything.
Really?
Yeah, I would post shit, and even people that are following wouldn't get the update.
Really? Fucking Facebook.
Yeah. But they all did it. Instagram did it for the longest time. I don't know if they're still doing it. I got to test that out. They make it harder on you now. Yeah.
Facebook.
Too bad I don't identify as a giraffe. Then they would have fucking promoted the fuck out of me.
Or giraffe pussy.
Yeah, I am a giraffe vagina. Yeah.
But
Mark just joined the YouTube mafia. He's on there. He's gonna have color next to his name. How come they don't let me put color next to my name? But then again, I'm not chatting. No. I'm able to tag you and tag the shows up. Oh shit, nice. Okay.
So before you weren't even able to talk?
They couldn't tag me and shit.
You weren't able to tag. Sorry.
I couldn't tag people, and they weren't letting me tag shit. Like they weren't letting other people, when they were sharing my stuff, tag. So on the top, it could be like, this is the video from Pantelis. Click on his thing. So it would make it really cumbersome for you to find me. Same thing Instagram did. Yeah, when they shadowban you, you don't appear in hashtags. And you don't appear in the search. So unless somebody knows exactly a link to a video to find you, you know, they won't be able to. They did to Andrew Schultz for the long. Do you remember that with Andrew Schultz?
Yeah.
It was so obvious because he had millions of people, and then everybody was sharing videos like where they're typing in the exact handle and they couldn't find him on Instagram. And then Instagram, I think, backed out and they fixed it.
They can't do shit like that.
They could do whatever they want. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. But yeah, they do that shit.
But then if they can do whatever they want, can't they just be like, fuck you, we're keeping it like that? If they don't like?
Flatcat says that she's shadow banned on Twitter, but that's because Flatcat keeps saying crazy shit. Twitter does. Twitter suspended me once for telling off Erdogan, the Turkish.
Calling him a clown.
Yeah, I called him a clown after he was talking about murdering Greeks. Yeah. And then I'm the one who got suspended for bullying him or something, cyberbullying. I was like, are you crazy? Like, really? I called him a clown. He said he's going to kill us.
Right. No, that would be a nice, like on your CV.
Pierre-Luc joined the mafia too.
Oh, shit.
The cops are going to raid this place any moment now. What are you guys starting online? We're the real mafia.
No, but what was I going to say? What was I saying just now?
Something stupid.
Out of brain fart.
Oh, that's not a surprise. I had my dog in here earlier, guys. I was going to interview her, but she wasn't down to do it. It was so cute having her in front there. Yeah, this is becoming, I just realized, because the goddamn media this week in Quebec, they don't realize that they're making my background with the Ronin Warriors there iconic. It doesn't bother me. They could share that, like with Hélène and all that. I don't give a shit. The fact that they're sharing it in the tabloids and all that, it just gave us numbers. And the background, like I said, is becoming iconic. They're like, oh, that's the Pantelis podcast. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Plus, if anybody doesn't know who they are in the background, they're going to know about Ronin Warriors now. Yeah. A show, by the way, that I legitimately tried to buy the rights to remake and make video games out of it. And I couldn't make heads or tails of who I was supposed to speak to because the people here, I think it was Namco at the time that had it, the people here, or Bandai, they had no relation to the people in Japan who owned the rights and were using it. So I had to speak to people in Japan, and they weren't talking to me.
Of course, it's xenophobic.
Yeah, I was sending emails, and they're like, we don't speak. And then I tried to do Google Translate Japanese. Who knows what I told these people? I would like to buy you Warrior now, yes? Like, I don't know what the fuck I said.
Imagine you told them to go fuck themselves.
No, it couldn't have been that bad, but it must have just not translated properly. It would have been like, I want to buy your Warrior. Yes, come to me, or something. Books, right? For sure, show. And they're like, who the fuck is this retard?
Just like...
But I tried for years. To try to get the rights to it. Yeah, I had 10 G's on the side. I was like, just give me the rights to to produce North America, just a new thing, and then we'll share the profits. But I couldn't get through anyone. That's how interested I was in that show. And I'm still willing to, by the way. If any of you Japanese people are watching, hooks it up. Let's do this.
Yo, we should get in touch with Joji.
Who the fuck is Joji?
Okay, Joji is Filthy Frank.
You're not telling me anything. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Filthy Frank. Filthy Frank is an OG in YouTube. He basically...
I can already tell that this has nothing to do with what I asked you. He has no connection.
He's half Japanese, half American.
But does he have any connection?
He could.
Because he's Japanese? You think every Japanese person works at the same place?
He's into all that crazy shit.
But he clearly... Where is he? In North America?
I think so, yeah.
So he clearly doesn't work for like Bandai Japan or anything.
But you never know.
I think it's Namco. Who has them?
Isn't Bandai and Namco the same company?
Oh, that's why I keep confusing them, yeah. Yeah, they bought... Yeah, it's true. Fuck, Bandai owns everything. Yeah, so it's Bandai. Anyways, He clearly doesn't work at Bandai Japan because he's in North America.
Yeah, but he's Japanese.
Yeah.
Half Japanese, half American.
You're half Greek, half retarded. I can't take you anywhere in Greece. You don't own anything.
No, but I mean, I can communicate with the locals fairly well.
Yeah, no, you need an inside guy. Yeah, they won't. They're very tight knit. But I'm gonna figure out one day. I'm gonna get big enough where they cannot deny me a meeting, in which I will bow and then they will bow and then I will bow again and they will bow. There will be unlimited bowing because I show goddamn respect.
I just picture you already with your hair tied up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
You know, the last Greek just bowing,
showing goddamn respect to them. And then they can be like, look, you showed us too much respect.
Offering a katana.
Yeah. Like, what is this for? Isn't this what you guys do? Not for this kind of occasion. It's a business meeting. They're like, God damn it, sit down. You goofy son of a bitch. Before we stab you.
Walk into the boardroom, and before you present it to them, you pull it out and do moves. And
yeah.
Just to show it.
All you see is one Japanese guy doing this. I didn't know he was mentally retarded. He seemed like a legitimate business person. I had no idea. He's got a podcast and everything.
Picturing your suit with your hair tied, you're just swinging a sword through the other. You go.
Yeah, if you haven't checked it out already, the latest Pantelis podcast with Viva Fry was a very good episode. We talked a lot about our situation here in Quebec and our current rights being violated.
Yes.
Mostly the curfew. I got to tell you guys this. The curfew that's moving tonight back to 8 p.m. I think there's going to be some violence. Yesterday, driving downtown, I passed by Jerry Park. What was it? 30,000 people.
At least.
It was a goddamn Woodstock festival. Yeah. And I don't mind it. I'm just saying people want to be out.
Yeah.
The weather's shaping up. People are happy to be out. Now is not the time to try to do unscientific things like curfews. It's unscientific. So people are going to revolt. Yeah.
They should, as they should. I'm for this. I will be in the revolt if people decide to revolt.
Also, I have a theory. So I heard from Viva Fry that people had trouble finding a judge because they were trying to sue for different reasons the government, right? Like with the mask, when the kids were getting the poison masks in school. And they're saying, well, it was a chance we're willing to take because there's dangers without the mask. So anything. They were finding excuses. But since there's no science behind the curfew, and even our own, Aruda, our Fauci here, said the same thing. He says there's no science behind the curfew. It's just we're doing it because we can. That, I think, could lead to an actual court case. Because it's like, well, now you're fucking people's rights, and you're not doing it to save them. You have no science to back it. And other places that did it backed out. Like I think we're talking about this New South Wales, where the fuck it was, New Zealand or Australia. The curfew when they made they go, well, we can't. There's no science backing anything with the curfew.
Yeah,
it's other stuff we had to do, not this. So let's see what happens.
But it's crazy that they think they can get away with it like that. They're just like, okay, curfew.
It is our fault though, because we're dummies.
It's 100% our fault.
Sugar Sammy is calling, but I'll call him back because I am.
Oh shit. What was I gonna say? Yeah, bro. And then you posted that video on Twitter of the guy getting his ass kicked on what was it, Mount Royal Park by the cops. Why were they beating him up?
I don't know. What people were saying that he got into altercation because he wasn't wearing a mask, but he was riding his bike. So I'm like, why is he gonna be wearing a mask alone riding a bike? But mine wasn't even if he was a criminal. This is what I'm saying. It's the same thing like when they talk about George Floyd or anything like that. What you have to understand is the context of what's happening at that moment. Even if the guy, they caught him the fact that there's 10 cops and they're unable to subdue him, to hold him, to hang him, and they resort to climbing on top of him and punching him in the face, that's a problem.
Of course they couldn't subdue him. They're wearing bicycle helmets.
No, but I'm just saying that's the problem. That's the problem.
I know.
Because if 10 of you, then you're not cops anymore like that. Now if you're going around punching people because you can't subdue them, but a mixed martial artist, 2 of them could have done your job. They could have held him down and subdued him. Then, guys, you're fucking useless. Now you turn to a street gang. No. And I know I have cops that watch. I know I have cops that send me messages. They go, we're not all like that. I'm not saying you're all like that. What I'm saying is it's culturally in the system, this is happening, and not enough cops are speaking. Like you see one cop go next to him when he's punching him. He goes, stop. Like, he pushes him away. He's like, fuck, people are filming. Stop punching. But that's not enough, because it doesn't make it. Especially here in Montreal, we're notorious. Our system is a little fucked up. There's always like corruption. What was it now? There was a scandal where they were selling coke, I think, and steroids or some shit. I don't know. It was something.
Oh, dirty cops?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a common occurrence in Montreal.
Yeah. So that, and it's fucked up because we have a great city, bro. We have a great city, great province, but horrible management.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at what the fuck Valérie Plante.
What she do now?
She killed the fucking city, bro.
Oh, you keep saying the same thing. I don't want to mulch over the same stuff all the time.
It's just I'm angry about it.
Let's see. Super PAC. I don't know what a super PAC is. Punches in the face. Yeah, they were punching him in the face. The video's on my Twitter. I think Viva Fry had shared it, so I shared that. And then it was good to see even Derek Seguin. He was like, what the fuck is this? Like, when are people going to step up? Because it's all up to us, really.
It is.
We have to be like, look, we're not going to accept this. We're not going to accept this shit anymore.
All it takes is for literally everybody to be outside.
Joker Hardy joined the mafia, too. Look, at some point, someone's going to be concerned. They're going to be like, look, are you starting a cult or a mob? Like, what are you fucking doing? How are we allowing you to do this?
No, but all it fucking takes is for everybody to stay outside past 8 p.m. No violence.
No violence. I agree with you. You know what the problem is?
What are they going to do?
People are scared. They don't know that their neighbor feels the same way. So they're all scared to be the only one, even though I know that people, dude, it doesn't matter how they feel. I'm talking about people who want masks everywhere and people who think masks are fake all agree, this curfew is stupid. So I don't think fighting the curfew is going to be a problem to get people together as long as they know that other people feel the same way.
No.
Because I'm not saying because there's a curfew you extend it that you take out the curfew, that you stop wearing masks, start licking people. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying the curfew doesn't make sense. If you finish working, you want to jog at 7, it's fine. But if you want to jog at 8, it's illegal. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. And we have to accept that. That's insane.
And by the way, you'd be surprised because I followed some pages like Rebel News, Russia Today.
But the thing is with Rebel and Russia and all that, they slant towards one side.
Yes.
So sometimes it's hard to get objective stuff. That's the problem with everything. That's the problem with CNN. CNN, remember, they were trying to question Trump at one point. Is he mentally fit? They asked that about Trump. And they have yet to comment on Biden losing his mind in front of cameras. No. Dude, mid-sentence, be like, we got to get together. And then what? And they don't comment on that. That's insane. The guy's losing his mind in front of you. So that's the problem with slanted news. No. And it's very hard to find objective stuff because everybody's joining a team now. Yeah. That's why I hate teams.
But also,
fuck teams.
Also followed some other pages that show videos that happen past curfew shit, people getting tickets and shit. I think they're 514 Trap or some shit like that. Okay. It's not a news thing. But
just a tabloid.
Just a tabloid. But I look at the comments and some people are for the curfew. They're like, there wouldn't be a curfew if people had listened in the beginning. You know what I mean? So they're for the curfew. They're approving the curfew. Yeah. They're like, no, the curfew is good. So you'd be surprised by how many fucking dummies are. But I think the people who are for the curfew are very, very minimal. people. It's people that weren't going out past 8 anyways.
It's also because someone even commented, they were mad at me on one of the Two Drink Minimum episodes. They said something like, I hate that Pantelis is against the curfew. We're all together in this. We want the curfew to help people. You're an idiot. You're alone in this. It's not that many people that like the curfew. And the whole point is that there's no science backing it. I don't want to kill people. What I'm saying is there's no science backing that a curfew does anything. If you do your groceries at 7 or at 8, there's no difference. You know what the difference is, though? That whether there's a curfew or not, you're jamming thousands of people into the metro, into these malls. That's an issue. Whether you do it at 9 p.m. or at fucking 6 a.m. doesn't make a fucking difference if you do shit like that. And the fact that you're reducing the hours that people could be out, shopping, stores are open, that means that you're increasing the chances of people being in a line, shoving each other, going into these places, because now their time is very limited. It's restricted when they could be in these fucking places. So you're amplifying the risks of catching something. That's all you're doing. Because back in the day, remember when this first started, and I got friends that I saw at the grocery store, they used to catch, like, what do you do at the grocery store? I used to always fucking go at night, a half hour before Metro closes. It was dead. Very few people.
Dead skis.
A lot of people started doing that with me, so we were very few people in there. It was, you would spread out the time. We're not all going to go at fucking 1 p.m., you know? Now, are you crazy? People have jobs. Kids, they're doing their school stuff. Some people are in university, wherever they're taking classes. So, and then once that's over, you have a limited time when people are driving back, where everyone's going at the same time, at the grocery store, shopping. That's why there's all these lines up. There's all these lines everywhere, because there's the limited amount of people you can put inside. And now you have limited amount of hours in which to put them inside your store. So now everyone's stuck together. They're taking the metro, everyone's stuck together. You're not giving people the free time to just explore the city at their own pace. So that you minimize the risk of having a lot of people together and spreading this. But that would be a logical way to think about it. But instead, this guy's like, wait, I have the authority to keep people inside? Yeah, all right, do it. And the excuse of some people are having parties doesn't work. You can't penalize everyone for something someone else did. If my neighbor's a murderer, I'm not going to go to jail for it. That's crazy.
Yeah. And people are still having parties regardless, by the way. Like, I've seen videos of people that were having house parties past curfew. They all just
they're still going to do it now, yeah. They just go 1 hour earlier.
Yeah, they just meet up before, bro, and then spend the night there.
That's what they're saying, yeah.
You know? And
it was the same thing when they were talking about, like, specific guns, right? They go, during shootings, when they find the guns were bought illegally, they go, well, we need to make it stricter for people to get guns. Like, yeah, but the guys that were committing these crimes got them illegally. If you want, you could eliminate guns completely. It's not going to stop a criminal from getting, like, that's the issue.
Or what's going to happen is the same thing that happened in the UK. Everyone's fucking having sword duels.
Yeah, the knives thing is weird in the UK.
Everyone's stabbing each other, bro. Yeah. So it's not gonna change. You know what I mean? If somebody wants to commit a crime, they're gonna find a way. They'll build a fucking crossbow. You know what I mean? They'll do crazy shit. Look at the UK. Look at London.
Yeah, I feel bad for the people over there. They're very, yeah. And also, they have to register their TVs.
Yes, you had told me about this, I think. That's creepy.
That's some Big Brother shit. It's the most, London, I think, is the most recorded city on the planet. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
CCTV.
Yeah.
And you have to register your TVs. They have to know that you own a TV in your house and all that. It's very, bro, that's like Orwellian creepy shit, bro.
Creepy shit.
But
some funny memes have spawned from them completely banning guns and people stabbing each other because
well, give it to the internet. They're always gonna have a good meme.
Bro, there was one. The guy goes, I'm trying to reduce the property value of my neighborhood. So he goes outside of the window.
Oh, he's just shooting in the air. Yeah.
And then there was one where they're in the UK. Oh, this is how we do it in the UK. It's two people fighting with swords.
So another rumor I heard.
So ching ching.
Well, Guido told me this rumor. I don't know how true it is. It's another one of those rumors that the Queen made the decision to off Philip because of all the stuff that's happening, the negative press they're getting. To turn it into, she's like, he's not gonna make it long anyway. Put the pillow over his face. So, which I'm not saying it didn't happen or it did happen. I'm not there. It's a believable conspiracy.
You know what? It's very, considering how fucked up they are.
Considering they were willing to kill Diana, yeah, it's definitely plausible. They're willing to kill a 100-year-old man.
Yeah, because they don't see life like we do. They see life like everything, like everyone's a pawn. Everything's you know what I mean?
Yeah, sad. But then again, she's also 100, bro. Like I don't think she must be losing it a bit. 95 years old, like
you never know.
She must be losing it. 95, and all you see around you is scepters. People bow all the time. Like your perception of reality must be fucked up.
Oh yeah.
And there's still about 16 countries that pay the monarchy that are still under the monarchy rule.
Really?
Australia, Canada included.
hold on. We pay them for what?
Of course, because we are part of the Commonwealth.
But what's our benefits?
We get to put her face on our money, and she gets to tell us what to do.
That's it?
I didn't say it was a good deal. That's not what I said. I said it is a deal.
I just realized I'm upset because I burnt one of my favorite hoodies.
How'd you burn it?
A cigarette.
Stop smoking. That's a sign.
Yeah.
That's the universe telling you to stop smoking. Yeah. And I am going to give props to Poseidon. I'll explain to you guys. So we got the new ATEM Extreme in here for the podcast. And Poseidon was working and he was figuring out how to use super sources. I don't even know what the fuck that shit is.
I figured it out and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Because I told him because he was panicking. And I go, dude, I learn all this shit myself through YouTube videos. You can do it. You can do anything you want. So I leave for a couple of hours. I come back. And the motherfucker was working the board. He knows what he's doing. He's setting everything up with these macros and nerd lingo.
You know, if I hadn't played World of Warcraft as a kid, I probably wouldn't know what macros are. I'd have to learn it. But because I had an idea of it, I just searched up a video of how to do it, and I knew right away.
Yeah, and no, not the extreme ISO, just the extreme. We didn't need the ISO because we didn't need to isolate 4 different feeds to record them. So, which was the main thing in the ISO. We didn't need the different feeds. But fucking dude, the extreme is amazing.
Yeah.
Some crazy ass shit with that.
A lot of buttons. I'm going to learn them all.
Yeah. So now every show except for live
feels like a cockpit.
Is in my studio. Like Frenchcast podcast are going to be done by Poseidon through the Extreme. And one day, if the live evolves into something else, Poseidon might be producing and there might be different guests on the live. Who knows? It might become like an extension of the podcast. I mean, this show shouldn't exist anyway. I don't even know how the fuck it got this big.
Yeah, it's true.
This wasn't a real show. This was a test to see if we can go live. And then you sons of bitches kept asking for it. That's all that happened.
2 years ago?
Yeah, 2-3 years ago, whenever the fuck it happened. This was not a real show. It just happened.
No, but I like it.
And then it became part of our Sundays. Then it became part of your Sundays. And then we said, now we can't take it away. People are used to it.
Like the great Ice Cube once said, if you're scared, go to church.
Wait, hold on. Why'd you say the great Ice Cube? Ice Cube. Don't say Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Ice Cube.
No, because it's not Ice Cube. Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
No, 2 words. Ice Cube. You're saying Ice Cube like the great Ice Cube is a giant cube of ice. The great Ice Cube said Ice Cube, not Ice Cube.
Yeah, I don't separate my words.
Yeah, and his, it's separated. It's Ice Cube.
Wasn't it always separated?
That's what I'm saying. It's Ice Cube.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Not Ice Cube.
Not Ice Cube. No.
No, Ice Cube.
Not one word. Ice Cube.
I can't believe we're arguing about this.
No, it's not an argument. I just find it funny. Like the great Ice Cube. It's the great Ice Cube sounds like a big ice cube. But if you see the great Ice Cube, then we know it's the rapper.
Ah.
Is it weird that I noticed this? Maybe nobody else notices this.
What?
Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Am I the only ones noticing when he says the great Ice Cube, it sounds like a giant ice cube?
So wait,
the great Ice Cube.
His name has a different pronunciation than
Ice Cube.
So let's say you take an ice cube.
Yeah. Okay.
That's an ice cube. But then
he's an ice cube.
But then Ice Cube is Ice Cube.
Yeah. Both letters, the I and the C, and the second C for the cube, are capitalized. Ice Cube. Not Ice Cube.
Oh.
That's why they call him Cube.
Okay.
Is anyone else feeling this, or am I fucking losing my mind?
You're right. I think Ice Cube is one word, and then the rapper Ice Cube is 2 words.
Yeah, I don't know. It could both be 2 words. I'm just saying the way you pronounce it. Normally, when you say like Ice Cube, I'm looking for ice cubes, but I don't say I'm looking for ice cubes because if you know what I mean, this is Ice Cube.
I don't think it makes a difference.
It's all retarded. I don't know why I'm even.
By the way, ever since spring hit, I've reduced my hours of sleep from 9 to 6. My body needs 6 hours, and I'm up.
Well, isn't that like up for debate? Like, shouldn't we tell you if you're doing a good job at 6 hours?
No, I know I'm doing a good job at 6.
Well, sir, I'm going to read a couple of chats here. He has fallen asleep while driving. Can you please pick up Poseidon? He is asleep in my car. Why is he on my lawn? Yeah, it looks here like you've been falling asleep in real life, out in the wild. So I don't know about that shit.
No. I went to bed at 1:30, woke up at 7:30.
Oh, by the way, I'm doing an NFT. You guys know what that nerd shit is? Yeah. We're going to do the first ever podcast NFT. Yeah. Me and the great Hélène Boudreau, we're going to release the uncensored version, that means tits out, of her podcast episode as an NFT, one. And want to auction that shit off because it's digital art.
You might set.
I'm an artist.
You might set a trend with that for podcasts. Like imagine the first Joe Rogan episode.
NFT. It's a nice fuckable token or nice. Yeah. It's nice fucking tits. That's what the NFT is.
Nice fucking tits.
Yeah.
I like that.
What do you guys think? Is it good? It's a good fucking idea. The NFT. No, I think it's a good idea. I'm waiting for crypto.com to get back to me. I had to send them the clip, the actual video. They said, "What are you trying to turn into a non-fungible token?" And I was like, I can't believe these nerds are asking me stupid nerd questions.
I wonder how much my nudes would go for.
He made her do it the second time. Joker Hardy, yeah, he did. Poseidon made her flash second time. The third time, all on her own. At least good thing she took it as a joke after she laughed about the fact that he did it. But nice girl. Tonight she's going to be on Tout le monde en parle, which is the biggest show in Quebec. It's the biggest talk show. It's kind of like our Oprah, I guess. Or our Larry King.
No.
And they're going to be talking to her.
By the way, I had never heard of Tout le monde en parle up until a few days ago. Well,
they told us. We met the guy. We met the guy at the award show. And again, they were trying to explain to us who he was. And instead, I fucking inadvertently insulted him.
We brushed him off.
Yeah, bro. Mike was trying to explain to me. Mike's like, this is Guy Lepage. Like, oh, okay. And he's like, oh, fuck, you have no idea who this guy is? I was like, no. He's like, he has the biggest show in Quebec. And then I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? You're the host of your show. And then I was like, you're the host of Michael Suzuki. He's like, no, he has another show. It's called Tout le monde en parle.
I love how you brushed him off like he's a nobody.
But I didn't mean it by nobody. I just meant I didn't know the guy. He's not a bad guy. Apparently, he seems like a nice guy. He was nice to us. It's just that I didn't do it to brush him off. I did it because in my head, the biggest show is Mike's show.
Yeah, but that's how much unaware of Quebec culture we were.
Quebec TV culture.
Quebec TV culture, sorry.
There's a difference because I keep saying the same thing. And then people are like, what are you talking about? You know about this, and this. I'm like, no. I know about political. I know about history. I know about that. But TV, I don't consume the TV culture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I don't know. So even stand-up. Like, I don't know anything about it. Like
I consume the radio of Quebec more than the TV. Like Paul Arcand and all that. I know these guys. Like, I listen to them. But I don't know the TV stuff.
I didn't know anything, not even comedy, and it's funny because I'm so unaware of it that when Thomas asked me on his podcast, who do you know, like in the comedy scene, the French comedy scene? I go, you guys, He goes, us. I go, Mike, who else? I go, Christine,
Just our friends.
Yeah, and he goes, who else? Jan.
Yo, Jeff Hillman's talking about Les Warriors to Ronin, the Ronin Warriors. We all know our friend, but that's fun because now every time I meet someone, I'm excited and I want to know about their story. So everyone else already knows it. I don't know it. Like there's a guy coming on the French cast soon, and he's part of he hosts one of the biggest shows in Quebec. It's a show that we don't watch, like a reality show. So I'm gonna ask him all about that shit. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, it's like their biggest show here or some shit. It's like
OD,
a big
yeah.
OD, yeah.
OD.
So I always hear jokes related to that. But since this guy hosts that shit, I'm gonna get to ask him questions about how it's made and all that stuff. Like because I'm not gonna watch it. It doesn't seem like a show for me. It seems like a show for high school girls.
It's like Jersey Shore.
Yeah, it's not for me.
I used to watch Jersey Shore 15, 16.
But this guy's going to get to answer my questions, and it's going to be the first time I get to hear him, because I don't know it. So that's fun. That's I think that the fun thing about the French cast is me discovering this shit for the first time, because I get to ask questions that either people want to ask or didn't think of, or because I'm not part of the politics. I have no restraints on it. I don't ask anything offensive. I just ask stuff I'm curious about, and then it makes for an interesting conversation. That's how I feel.
I agree. Yeah, that's really cool.
It's the same stuff I do in the English podcast. I just ask stuff that I want to ask.
No.
And then
I remember
it's gonna be good.
I remember when Joe Rogan was the host of.
Yeah, I'm just trying to PPT. We're just trying to lock down a date with him on when it's gonna work. I'm talking right now with his I believe his assistant to figure that out. But he said he's excited to come on and stuff, and I'm excited to talk to the guy because he seems. So here's the thing. This is how I figured out is I looked at my YouTube. And it shows you in the stats, your subscribers, what other channels they like. Okay. And some it made sense. 2 Drink Minimum, Suzekut, Abba and Preach. So all my friends were on there. But then there was stuff that I didn't know. Like I saw his podcast. I was like, oh, who's this? If my fans like it, it must make sense that it would, So then I looked him up. I sent him a message, hey, you want to come on? He's like, yeah, cool. Let's figure out a date, That's how, so I started looking at what the people who watch my stuff in English and French also watch. And the first list, because it goes by, the first is the most obvious. The first is 2 Drink Minimum, Suzekut, Abba and Preach, Fuck. There's someone else, like one of our close friends that's on it. So it's all like the buddies, like on one list, so it makes sense. And then the second one was podcast that I hadn't really heard of. Yeah. So that's why I reached out to them. I was like, oh, this is going to be an interesting conversation.
Smart.
Yeah. That's another name that came up too, Sam Breton. I got to reach out to that guy because people have asked me to bring him on. So yeah, so I'm getting good access to people here. And so the French cast is going to pick up a bit because I get to ask all the questions. Like we already have episodes on Patreon for the next couple of weeks. Like we have, because it's one a week. I already have the next episode that comes out for public. It's Thomas Levac next week. It comes out. It's already on Patreon. Bruno, which is the week after, Bruno Lee, it's already on Patreon. So yeah, if you're on Patreon, you get shit really early now. As soon as we have them, we put them up. No. Yeah, unless it's a show that's fun. Like, for example, the Intellectuals. The reason why I don't put on Patreon early is because the show that you guys seem to have fun on YouTube in the chat live talking about it. So I don't want to ruin the experience of you guys fucking around in the chat. So I put that Thursday nights with the live chat up. But the rest of them, as soon as we get it, like even like Ellen Boudreau and all that, it was already on Patreon. And then at 10:30 it went live for everyone else. Yeah. So the patrons got to see it first.
Exclusive shit.
Yeah.
And me, I want to bring on more like escorts and OnlyFans girls on
for
my
your show. Yeah.
But it's very difficult now.
Super difficult. Yeah, they're worried that you're gonna fuck with them.
That too, which I'm not. Like, you know, I want to ask questions and I want to talk about their experiences and stuff. There was one that was down to come on, but there was miscommunication. She lives in Quebec City, and you know, I guess I didn't clear it up with her. But yeah, it's super difficult, and some of them don't want to show their faces. You know,
yeah, don't show their faces. I got a comment on the French cast. The guy was mad about why I censored Hélène's boobs. Well, number one, I can't show tits on YouTube. I'm not allowed, even if I wanted to. I'm not allowed. Second of all, it's not that kind of show. Like I'm not, like, you know what I mean. But like I said, we're gonna put out the uncensored version as an NFT, and then whoever the fuck the auction winner is could do whatever he wants with that episode.
If you're a millionaire,
yeah.
I mean, and you want the uncensored version.
Well, I don't think you have to pay $1 million. I don't think the auction's gonna go up to $1 million. If the auction goes up to $1 million, bro, I'll let you spit in my mouth, bro. The auction's not gonna go to $1 million. That'd be insane. So yes, I'm looking for different guests on that. Now for the English one, I have some people lined up. I don't want to ruin the surprise though. I have some good guests lined up for that. I'm trying to avoid as much as I can. Skype. I really want people to come in because it's a whole different dynamic. You know what I mean?
Repeat that. Sorry.
I'm trying to avoid Skype as much as I can.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
It's so much better having the person in studio.
Yeah.
It changes everything.
Because you feed off the energy.
Flatcat says, I've never seen a Patreon that has more content than yours. Oh, dude, we're a goddamn network. We're working very hard here.
We're playing games here. Oh, and by the way, the Intellectuals episode, I think it was a very good episode.
Yeah, it's going to come out this week. Yeah. Let's see, if you want to see her tits, go on her OnlyFans or look at Google. Yeah, exactly. Joker's thing, yeah. I got messages like, this is not a good example for my daughter, my young daughter. Why is your young daughter learning how to be a girl from Pantelis comedy? Like, it's like, I got to be a lady. That's where I'm going. That's crazy.
And what are you doing showing your kids this channel?
Yeah. Who goes to her 13-year-old daughter, I need you to be a fucking woman. You watch Pantelis and you let him tell you how to be a woman.
But just the shit we say, you can't have your kid watch this channel.
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
We don't say anything that crazy either, by the way.
No, we don't say anything crazy.
Even she didn't say anything crazy. People freaked out because she flashed us. But that's what she does. So she's done it before. It's not like, oh my God. It's not like I had the Queen of England and she flashed us. Yeah. That would have been fucking weird. I never do this, but I heard it's the trend here. Like, that would be crazy. I understand people would freak the fuck out.
Which, by the way, I had Gage, like, she took it well, the joke, but like, I had, like, if it wasn't a girl that doesn't flash her tits, isn't in that, like, I would have never asked for her to flash her tits.
Also, somebody got mad because the sketch that I put up was mostly in French. And like, oh, I guess you don't want English viewers anymore. I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
99% of what I do is in English. I'm not allowed to do French stuff. Like, I don't understand.
Man, people get mad.
It's never enough. I do French stuff. There's not enough French stuff. Or why is there French? I do English stuff. Why is there not enough? It's never enough for people. The fact that we have a network, we're working 7 days a week. Yeah. We're producing 6 shows a week. Who the fuck's giving you that shit?
Yeah. So we're literally working 7 days a week. And I had cleared up Saturday because I wanted to relax a bit. But even Saturday, stuff came up. I was like, oh no, I gotta work, you know? Yeah. Like, Guido was out, had to do the Intellectuals, you know?
Yeah. But like I said, I don't care, because people were like, oh, are you mad that they were sharing your stuff on like the tabloids, you know, like Thug Life Quebec or whatever the fucking. Why would I care? They didn't say anything wrong. They just said this is what happened on that show. Like I said, it's just making the background more iconic.
No.
And they got the numbers of the episode to go up.
I'm honored to be in his.
Oh, which by the way, just so you know, we're not making money off that episode. Because people think because the numbers went up, we made money off that episode. That episode has tits. Even if they're covered, the fact that it's called like sexuality or whatever, because she's trying to show this, you covered it. You have to select it as one of the options for the ad stuff. So the episode's like at 150K views, and it's made like $9. It's not gonna make any money.
Shit.
Yeah, it's not gonna make. But I knew it wasn't gonna make any money. But I had the choice to cut out the part and monetize it, or just leave it as is. I left it as is. Because it wasn't about making $30 on ads. It was just to have a good episode.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, just because people are like, oh, it must be making all that could go to $1 million and I'll make $50. Like it's not gonna make that video can't make money because of the nudity.
Yeah, the days of making a shit ton of money off of millions of views.
No, they killed it.
Those days are done. PewDiePie made a killing in the beginning.
Yeah,
he used to get millions of views. This guy became a millionaire.
This was before my time. And again, I don't even consider myself. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a vlogger. I'm a comedian. No. I'm a podcaster. I love podcasting, doing this. And one of the mediums that I put this podcast out is YouTube. That's where the video goes out. But I don't know how to be a YouTuber. I don't know how to do. I don't want to know how to do it. Like I'm not gonna go out in the street and be like, "You're homeless. Well, if you suck his dick, I'll give you $10,000." Like I don't want to do that shit. That's crazy. I don't like that stuff.
Well, Filthy Frank was one of the.
What do we have here? Alain Godet. Can you invite me to your French cast? Who's Alain Godet? If it's not Dave Godet, he's the only Godet that counts. Let's see. I was working in La Source and got yelled at for watching an English YouTube video on the TV by 2 customers. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. That's a lot. I don't know a word of French, and I watched the entire Black Lives Matter sketch you guys did. Yeah, exactly. And by the way, you could be speaking Hungarian and understand that sketch. That was a pretty easy-to-consume sketch. That's why it worked. That's why people liked it.
I liked your comment on YouTube. I saw it.
Yeah, I told the guy, I go, I don't give a shit. Like a German, German speaker understands. What do you think I was going to cry and take down the sketch because you don't want to watch
just
it in
from
French?
The movements and the stuff, you know what I mean? And the hand symbols, like I did this. I
have to see a picture of Alain Godet so I can see if I know him. Hold on.
Let's see.
I will Google. Let me see here. I will find him. Ne pas lâcher. Oh, I already like that. Oh, I know Alain Godet. This is Mike's. Yeah, this is Mike's friend. Oh, I should get Alain Godet on the podcast. Yeah. Everybody says he's a nice guy. And he does a podcast on Patreon and through Skype.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. Alain, I will speak to you. I like Alain. I didn't know Alain speaks English. You see, they always surprise me. Everybody fucking surprises me.
No.
Yeah. No, we'll do Alain for sure. Because I've never heard a bad thing about him. So, bam. Right there. There's another guest we're adding to the lineup in the French cast. They're coming in, bro. These guests are coming in. So, and you see, no French person's giving me shit about the English shows. But an English guy gave me shit about the French sketch.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, maybe because he's probably so used to being shat on.
Yeah.
He tried to find something to shit on.
Yeah.
It's like, let me try and shit on Pantelis.
Probably. I don't know. But no, Alain Godet, now that I saw who it is, yeah, I know who this is. All right, let's see here. Jofo podcast is, dude, Jofo has the most fun in the fucking chat every week. God damn it, dude.
Hey.
I didn't even see Amelie's here. Oh, I got to talk to Amelie too about if Amelie, are we doing the right stuff on the Discord? Like, I'm just leaving it as is. We paid for that like boost or whatever the fuck. Do I have to do anything else? Head to the Discord, by the way, if you guys don't know about the Discord. That's where people hang out and talk. And if you're on the Patreon and you connect it unlocks channels. Like you watch movies.
Servers, yeah.
They put sports on there and shit, so you don't have to watch them anywhere else.
UFC.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
Hey.
Pantelis, give the name of that jerk who didn't like your French sketch. Gonna pay him a visit. No, you don't have to pay him a visit. But the comments there, the comments on the YouTube, I didn't take it out. Oh, I knew my English alphabet, Alain says, before French. Oh, fuck, okay. Yeah, you never know.
Hold on.
It's kind of like me. It doesn't make sense. I went to French schools. Well, it's the same alphabet. He means he learned the language first. So it's a way of speaking.
I was so confused. I was like, wait a minute.
But it's like me. I don't have a reason to have an accent, but I have one. Nah. It's kind of like, you never know. It depends how you learn something.
You want water?
Your Discord is, bring me one. Your Discord is really well set up. Yeah, the Discord is top notch. I'm happy with you. I just want to know if there's anything else I have to do there. Like I've given you guys, because I can't spend time on everything. I'm doing the podcast, different shows, booking, stand-up is kind of coming back. So that's why I want to know if you guys are happy with what's happening in the Discord. or if you need something else. But I think they could stream now. They can, just keep going in front of the camera. That's fucking, pull a nice little Phil Balabanos. That's what Phil does. Oh, speaking of Phil Balabanos, tonight at 8 p.m., I think his new episode drops.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Fill My Hole. Because he was filming it yesterday.
What hole is he filling this time?
It's going to be gay. No, I don't know what he's talking about this time. I didn't ask him, but he's probably going to talk about COVID again.
Yeah.
I'm sick of talking about it. Like, the curfew is the most I would go because I was upset, but I want to leave it aside.
No, I don't blame you.
Because it just frustrates you.
Yeah, COVID, I get why we wouldn't talk about it anymore. It's old news anyways. It's like, okay, it happened. But the
one thing, I'm going to say one thing. The campaign, I heard the government here is spending millions of dollars to put up messages and signs about COVID, that it exists and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But like I said, who's walking around and sees all the people with masks and they're like, why are they all wearing masks? What? What do you mean pandemic? What are you guys talking about? Like, who's going to say that? Who's unaware that COVID exists? And then he says you have to stay in, at 8 o'clock, you have to go home. And they started pumping millions of dollars to add for the online casinos. You can go to the casino. You could play with us online, though. So it's like, stay home. Domestic violence is up. Beat your wife. Gamble a bit. Lose some money. Get pissed off again. Smack her around again. Like, they're promoting the worst things.
Yeah, but
I'm the bad guy because of a nice pair of boobs.
No, bro.
Get out of here, guys.
They're trying to save lives, bro. What are you talking about? They're trying to save lives. Every life matters.
I guarantee you, I saved lives. I guarantee you, some people were on the edge, and then they saw that flash, and they were like, you know what? Pantelis gave me hope.
For sure. It gave me hope sitting there.
If you guys missed 2 drink minimum this week, oh my God. Dudes, first of all, it was a funny episode, but there was a moment where Mike talks about, we recorded, so 2 drink minimum went live the day after I did the podcast with Ellen. And me and Mike have this weird thing where always, like the mailman and stuff, there's always a situation. Like I always have weird mailman. There's always a situation. So Mike gets a package from Amazon, and the delivery guy's like, "Hey, Mike, your buddy Pantelis," which is weird. You don't know each other. For you to tell him your buddy Pantelis, like, yeah, of course. He's like, I saw he did that interview with the girl from UCAM. And he's like, yeah, I know, it was a good interview. He's like, she flashed her tits. He's like, yeah. He's like, that's the reason. Because of stuff like that, that's why I want to kill myself. And he just walks off. First of all, I don't understand why you want to kill yourself because a chick showed her tits on my podcast. Like, shouldn't that make you want to stay alive?
Of course.
Right?
But I think it's because some people, the arguments I've seen online is...
I'm trying to help people here with mental health. Like, we talk about it all the time. And this guy wants to commit suicide because someone's coming on my podcast.
No, because people, like, the way they see it, I think, is you're promoting... basically women to degrade themselves.
But I'm not. Women degrading themselves, let's say, would be if I was saying, show me your tits, or if we were being mean to her, bullying her. This is an independent adult who has a career. She's not, no one is forcing her. No one is pimping her out. This is an independent woman making her own money, way more money than any of us or any of the chat is making. Like, she's killing it right now, which is good for her. It's her, I can't, and she's 28 or something. Like, it's not like she's a young girl. She even told me, I was talking to her the other day, and she goes, I don't want girls 20 to do any of this. You don't know yourself yet. She goes, I'm later. I know what I wanted in life. I know this and that. She goes, so she has that self-awareness. It's not degrading. It's, who am I to judge her? This is the other thing, is what do you want me to, you want me to judge her? Why? Well, I say crazy shit. I do stupid stuff. I'm having fun. Like, who am I? Like, what makes me better to be able to look down?
Yeah.
To be like, oh, what you're doing is
I agree.
If she was killing someone, if she was a sex slave situation, different story. But this is an independent adult. I don't know. It's just weird for me to step in and be like,
no, I agree. It's just, I don't know. Some people see like, oh, it's promoting that.
Take care, Alain.
And then other women are gonna want to do that and blah 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 and this that. But I don't think it's like I look at it as the drug dealer situation. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could become a drug dealer and make a ton of money, but not everybody. Most people aren't gonna decide that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Most women won't decide to do OnlyFans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But she's also doing anyways, it's not up to me to say, like, as long as it's not, like I said, it's not forced. Yeah. There's no coercion, there's no pimp, all that. I don't give a fuck. You're adults doing what adults can. It's not up to me to judge that. And here's another thing. A lot of these people that were complaining also watched the episode. Why would you go to an episode that you heard has tits just to call the girl a whore? After, because you want to see her tits. So this is the other thing that bugs me.
But it's like she said, most of the people that sign
there's people that sign up to her OnlyFans to talk shit about her.
Exactly. But you're
Pantelis, how much
stuff.
is your OnlyFans? Mine, I don't have an OnlyFans yet, but we're gonna start one for 2 drink minimum. Just to
you guys are still on that?
Yeah. Well, we don't have to show porn. It's just gonna be a fun thing. We'll do clips. I don't know what the fuck we'll do, but we have to start OnlyFans just to fuck around, just to be fun. But we don't have one. No, I don't have it. And I don't know how much hers costs. Check the episode. I think we put links in there. Yeah. You could check her out. Because I can't, because the thing is, if I already said this to his girlfriend on his show, I can't go to her own. I can't, even if I want to, I can't go now. Because if we had searched it up before.
Hold on, who's my girlfriend?
Annabelle. If we had searched it up before, right, then it would have been different. But now we already know her. I'm already friends with her. I can't go search up videos of her naked and shit. It's completely weird. Now it's unethical. Now there's a creepiness to it. You know, it's kind of like hiding in the bushes of a girl. It's weird now. No. So if I wanted to do it, I should have done it before. Now it's too late. That ship has sailed. You can't watch her naked.
Goddamn. I hate that you keep referring to Annabelle as my girlfriend.
Why?
She's not my girlfriend.
Well, she doesn't know that.
What?
It's a weird way for her to find out.
Goddamn, bro. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's just the world is changing. It's becoming different. Some people are like
we do have problems in society, right?
No,
but I don't think that's the biggest problem in society. Like we're at a time right now where, like, people are fighting over. Okay, we're not even gonna go with religion right now. Let's just talk about the culture wars here, right? Who you voted for, what side you're on, trans athletes, no trans athletes. Like we have other more pressing issues that are taking, basically they're touching your everyday lives or your daughter's lives or your son's lives that are important. This is something that you could avoid. This is in the entertainment sphere. It's not a real issue. You get it? You know? I saw a clip of some girl that was complaining about trophies that were taken from her because of trans athletes in her thing. So those girls have their own battle to fight. They're not going to give a shit about who's pulling their tits out on my podcast. You get it?
And also most guys that'll rip her, they're just down bad.
No, but I'm not even talking about that. I don't even know what the fuck that means. But I'm just talking about in general, even Flint, Michigan, I think still doesn't have clean water. There's kids here.
First world.
There's kids here. We talked about in the morning show. What is it? 40%. There was a high percentage in Montreal, in Quebec, of kids going to school hungry.
Almost half.
So we have real problems that we're not addressing. But then something in the entertainment industry happens. Somebody breaks up with someone. Someone flashes her tits. Someone has a breakdown. And that consumes everyone's life.
It's like the Roman Colosseum.
It's like the Roman Colosseum. And
they distract us with all this. Tits. Everyone gets distracted by tits, asses, this,
RPG,
that.
Yeah, it's business. But go on, yeah.
Tabloids.
Yeah.
All this shit. And then on the sidelines, nobody's watching. They let the roads decay. They add curfews. They do all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
While you're distracted by all this.
While you're distracted, because this is pure tabloid. This is pure entertainment. It doesn't change nothing.
That's why they pump shit like that.
Yeah.
To keep you distracted.
To be honest, the premier can whip out his dick and it won't change anything in your everyday life. You know, they'll talk about it in the media, but it affects nothing. You have curfew. People are losing their jobs. The restaurant industry here is getting fucking raped. Changes nothing. Who showed their tits, and you don't have to like it. I'm not telling you to like it, right? Don't like it. You don't have to. You don't like. I don't want to force anything on anyone. I'm just saying it's got nothing to do with me. You know, like it's you do you.
No, I agree. You know, you do what you want to do. You do you. As
the continued genocide of the Uyghur Muslims in China. Yeah, that's still happening. But more pressing news is Hélène Boudreau showed her boobs on my podcast. So people are picking the right battles. That's what I'm saying. Some of these people, they're outraged by that, but they never made one post being outraged about what China's doing to the Uyghur Muslims. So it's like, what really matters to you? Human life? Or what a tattoo artist is doing? It's just crazy.
Yeah, people's not values, their priorities are askew. Their priorities are off.
Skewed,
yeah.
Oh, I thought you said SQ, the Sûreté du Québec.
No.
Their priorities are the SQ.
But by the way, speaking of restaurant business, I think I got fucked over by Pizza last night.
Pizza?
Yeah, because I was very hungry last night and I was driving and I saw this first place called Fugazi Pizza, which I took a picture and sent.
It's called fake pizza?
Fugazi Pizza. And look, it's 2 Z's, so I think it's Fugazi Pizza. Whatever. Look, I'm going with my gut feeling. It's Fugazi, okay? And I stopped there. They didn't want to make me a pizza because it was close to curfew.
They said we can't make one. It's close to curfew.
Yeah. You know.
Did you call them bitches and run out?
They said it's illegal. I'm not making this up. They said it's illegal to make you a pizza because we're so close.
Okay.
Curfew.
Can I tell you what bothers me? This is what I'm saying, guys. It's fucking crazy. It was illegal for them to make a pizza for you, right?
Yeah.
But if you were an Uber driver and you were an hour after the curfew, it would have been completely legal. But you're doing the same thing the Uber driver is doing. You're picking up pizza to bring to your house with one person less, the Uber driver. Yo, it doesn't make sense, guys. You have to ask questions.
And I stopped at Pizza, which is run by Indians.
Oh, so they don't give a shit.
So they don't give a fuck. And I think they fucked me over on extra cheese.
That's kind of funny.
Because I asked for extra cheese, and I saw, because it was for medium pizza, it was $9.99. It was $10. And then I see her go beep. It goes up. And then she presses enter, and then the tax is add on. So it was like 13 some.
Okay.
And so I think she added the extra cheese. She charged me, which what I'm going to do.
She didn't put it on the pizza.
She didn't put it on the pizza.
Okay, can I just say something? Maybe it's not because they were screwing with you. Maybe it's because they care about you. Maybe they're podcast fans. They saw that and they go, the last thing he needs is more cheese.
No. First of all, cheese is fats. Fats are good for you. A. B, I'm going to go back there. Not today because I ate yesterday pizza. Like in the next week or whatever. I'm gonna go back.
Didn't I give you
there.
pizza yesterday afternoon? So you ate pizza in the morning and then you decided I gotta end my night with more pizza.
It was only 2 small slices.
Yeah, okay. I thought you ordered a medium pizza.
No. The slices.
So you had
gave
two.
me.
You didn't. It was 2 big slices. So you had
those are small.
2 medium slices. A regular person would just call them 2 slices. And then you went and got an entire pizza.
A medium one.
For yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what normally people eat themselves? A personal pizza, which is a small. You had 2 slices, which was like half a small.
Okay, look, usually
and then you
it's
had a
large.
medium pizza. I'm just saying you're a man on a diet that makes no sense.
Usually it's a large. I'll have pizza once a week.
I'm not. You could do whatever you want. I'm just saying the diet doesn't make any sense.
Once a week, I get to fuck around a bit.
You don't do it once a week. We've established this. You say once a week. You think the week ends after a day and a half.
Look, time flies for me. But yeah, so I'm going back there next week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for extra cheese, and this time I'm keeping the receipt because I told her no, I don't need the receipt in the beginning. So that's why I think they didn't add the extra cheese. It's because I didn't keep the receipt, and I asked her to find it. They couldn't find it.
Wait, hold on, Dollarama, Jeff. Dollarama wouldn't sell you headphones because they said they're non-essential. I thought they're not still doing that.
Oh, yeah, they are actually. Quebec City. One thing I heard from Quebec City is that.
What do you mean they're non-essential? Didn't we say there's a giant mental health crisis? So you're telling me that a guy that's got nothing to do in his fucking house, he just wants to put his headphones on, listen to his goddamn music on his phone to pass the fucking time, that's non-essential?
But you can order them off Amazon. And another thing.
But I could go buy paint. But the headphones are non-essential. Dude, you can go to the SAQ and buy vodka. But the headphones are non-essential.
No.
Bro, what the fuck?
And you want to laugh, make matters worse. In Quebec City, a girl was telling me this. She works in the cosmetic section at Jean Coutu, right? And ever since
good old JC.
Yeah, ever since they put the curfew back, you can't sell certain cosmetic items, like mascara, let's say, example, right? I think that's the one she told me. So what happened was a lady walks in to buy mascara, and the girl working, she's like, I can't sell it to you. And she's like, what? Why not? She's like, it's the law. It's non-essential. But
like we live in fucking Cuba.
Yeah. The girl goes to her, tells her, but what you can do is you can select it here, take a picture of it with the name or whatever the fuck. Go outside of the store.
Oh yeah, order it. Call
me. Tell me you want this one. Pay for it over the phone. Walk in
and pick it up.
But
do you know how fucking crazy that is?
Is it just me, or is that making matters worse? By the way, because now you're exposing yourself twice, technically.
Twice,
right?
but you're supposed to expose yourself once. You're supposed to call ahead, buy it, and go in and pick it up. So that means that you could sell it to me. So isn't it going to waste less time for you to just give me the thing now instead of me going in and out of the store?
Huh? No, it's completely nuts, bro. It's nuts. It's bananas.
It doesn't make any sense, bro.
It makes 0 sense, bro. This is insane. We're living in cuckoo times, bro.
And people just accept it. They're like, yeah, we're saving lives. What are you talking about? How is this? You're doing the same thing. You're just doing it differently.
But some people are so mind fucked.
They just listen and say yes.
And they're terrified. Bro, I've had people.
I've noticed, you know where I know people are fucked up is people who are taking the metro and the bus now, especially the metro. That's super packed. And then they get mad at people for talking about the curfew or shopping, you know? It's like, dude, you're literally fucking shoulder to ass with everyone in there. And that to you, because the government says it's okay, you're like, this is normal. But someone jogging at 8 p.m. scares you. You know how fucking stupid that is? Like, just think. I'm not asking you to become a scientist. Think a bit.
Common sense.
Think a bit. Just common sense. A bit.
Bro, I've had people in my building swear at me.
For what?
For not wearing a mask.
But that's different, bro. They don't know you. They're in the elevator with you. Put your fucking mask on to avoid confrontation. Like, that's a different story. You overdo it. It's not the same thing as what I'm talking about. It's not you jogging alone at night. You ask for it, and then you're like, yo, why you mad? You look for trouble. Like, you already know the building put up these fucking stupid rules about putting the mask, right? That's the building rules. Just fucking put the mask on so you avoid confrontation.
But why? It's my building. I'm home.
You don't own the building.
No, I don't.
It's someone else's building that you're living in, right? Yeah. So if they have rules, no cats, no dogs, it sucks. I get it. But those are their fucking rules. And this isn't even coming by them. This is coming from the government. So the building owner just doesn't want to get fined. That's all it is. They don't want to get fined.
The building owner will get fined?
Of course. If the building owner doesn't enforce it, just like a store, right? If the store is the one not enforcing it, the store gets in trouble. If the store calls because you're not fucking, because they're trying to enforce it and you're not, you get in trouble. But if the store, it's just like the gym in Quebec, right? That's why the guy's getting fucked over. Because he said, fuck, I don't give a shit. You know? Yeah, that's, the mask thing is stupid for you because you're causing, like, you're bringing too much heat to the situation. It's like a guy that robs a bank and the next day, instead of laying low, he goes and buys a Ferrari. No. Like, you gotta lay low. Like, there's no point doing that. Also, forget the rules. You know it's going to make people who are scared uncomfortable. Why make them uncomfortable for no reason? You know what I mean? You're just putting fear in someone because you don't want to put the mask on for 45 seconds. Like, that's 100% on you, that one.
Yeah, but the freak out, the way they freak out.
I know, but you can't explain that to them. You're not, by you being an asshole, it's not going to help. Because now you're just being a dick to people.
No, but I just found it unfair that I have to wear a mask in the building that I live in.
You don't have to wear a mask where you live. You don't live in the lobby. You don't live in that guy's house. You don't live in the elevator.
Yeah, I know.
You live in that apartment. You could do whatever the fuck you want in your apartment. Right? Yeah. You find it, that's crazy what you're saying. Because by that logic, I could be like, I live on Earth. I find it crazy I can't walk around naked on the planet I live on. It's but you could be naked in your house. You know what I mean? Just now you're looking, for the extra, you're looking for that extra trouble because you know it's just trouble. What's going to come of it, of you arguing with people? And they're doing it not because they want to enforce it. If the guy's doing it, he's not enforcing anything, the Indian guy that's complaining. It's because he's scared. He's like, oh, bro, I'm fucking worried and you're not wearing your mask and you're acting all, you know the way you breathe? Like, it's like you're doing it on purpose. You're like the woman who likes to cough on people when they say put the mask on. You're overdoing it.
Oh, there was a woman like that?
Yeah, she's a Karen.
Oh, no, I don't do that. It's not... But I don't do it looking for trouble. I just thought, I live in this fucking building. Like, I already have to do it in fucking commercial buildings.
But again, what you're saying is stupid because you're making it seem like they're telling you to put your mask on in your house. It's just a 45 seconds if someone's around you. If no one's around you, fucking walk upstairs. Who gives a shit? No. But if you're with someone and your elevators barely fit 2 people. No. Barely fit 2 people. Your elevator, you have those fucking 1940s elevators. You're stuck to the person. So fuck, bro. Common sense. Like you're the one being a dick in this scenario. Like you're getting stuck with someone, and then you, like, come on, bro. Just think about it for a second.
There has been only 3 altercations though.
But you were the cause of all of them. That's what I'm saying.
I was just in a hurry though.
No, but and it takes you 1 second to put it. That's not. But it's because a situation like this. That's what then makes people be like, yeah, but there's assholes who don't listen and do this. You're the asshole. The asshole they talk about when they tell me, oh, but people don't respect this and don't respect that. That's why they have to add these excessive measures. You're the guy. You're the guy who just couldn't put it up in the elevator to go up for 10 seconds. You're the guy. You're the guy they're talking about.
But if I walked in without it and the elevator opens and someone's in there, what's it going to change that I didn't wear it from there to there?
What do you mean?
What's it going to change now putting it in the elevator for 10 seconds?
With the person that's with you. Yeah. That's what's going to change. You were the fucking stranger. You were the stranger that you don't know what he has. First of all, it's also for you, but you don't know what the stranger has. You know if this guy has underlying conditions. You could have it and not know it. Give it to him and fuck this guy up. That's why they put the mask on. It's so you don't spread. That's what it's going to change. It's not for your mental well-being.
No, I know. But haven't they been saying also the masks don't work? The masks work. The masks don't.
Right now, it's not. Let me ask you, when they're doing surgeries and stuff, dentists, do they not wear masks? to try to not infect people.
Yeah.
So clearly there's something in the mask that's doing something.
So
That's exactly the point. I'm not saying protect you. I'm saying the guy doesn't know you. He doesn't want you to be spitting on him. What do you think? You think people are yelling at you to put the mask on for your protection? It's for them. They don't give a shit about you. You're doing it out of respect. When Asian people wear masks, they don't do it because they're disgusted by you. They do it when they're not feeling well so that they don't make the other person sick. It's a courtesy thing.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. This in your building and shit, it's not because they're so worried about you.
No, I knew that. I was just annoyed that I had to. I'm like, fuck, in the building.
But I'm saying you're being annoyed that you have to apply some courtesy to your neighbor, which is that's where you become wrong, because that's where you just become a selfish person. Like, just fucking, dude, it's a small thing. It's a small thing. And you don't know what the other person has. Like, I was talking to Alex's wife and shit about, because she works at the ICU with the COVID people, and fucking they drop like flies when they get in there, and they have a rump like flies, she goes. And it's not the entire population of people that get COVID that end up in the ICU, but those ones, she goes, the second we put them on the respirator, like, we know when it's over and they're gonna drop like flies. So she sees it. So you hit the wrong person, bro. Look at Preach was fucked for 2 months, right?
Yeah.
You could do the same thing to someone that's like Preach, and then you fuck that guy up for 2 months just because you're not, you see what I'm saying? So it's just courtesy, just little courteous things, so people get calm a bit and we can get the fuck out of this. I'm not telling you to respect curfews. I'm not telling you to fucking in your house to wear masks. That's crazy. When you meet people, that's up to you. But if you're in a fucking elevator, do courtesy. Your elevator's so small. You're like this, stuck to the person. You know what I mean? And that's you. You're perpetuating the whole people don't take it seriously. They're coughing on everyone. That's you're perpetuating it. Then you make everyone else who's against stupid shit like curfews. You make us look dumb.
I'm not going around spitting on people.
But you are, whether you like it or not. You're gonna exhale. You're gonna, whether you. That's all I'm saying is we know that this shit fucked up the world. Like, we stopped everything for a year already. That's fucked up. Don't fucking pretend like, does it?
But it's not just for me that it's gonna fucking, because there's people fucking packed like sardines.
It doesn't matter
metro.
In that situation where you're in. You put the fucking mask on. What is it? That's like saying, bro, I could rape my rapes. Everybody gets raped. It's not gonna stop anything. Just fucking don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Stop trying to justify it. It's completely wrong. It's completely wrong if they're uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's completely wrong.
Well, most people
even me, like, let's say I get in the elevator, I'm not wearing it. If people are coming in, I'll put it on because I know that they're gonna get weirded out.
No.
I do it for them. I do it like, okay, I don't want to fuck with these people mentally. I'm not sick. I don't want to give, but I don't want to fuck with them. Like, there's no point to stress these people out.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just put it on. Get it. It's fucking 30 seconds.
Most people in my building, I've noticed, don't wear it. But there was one situation that I actually found very funny. I'm gonna sound like a big asshole here, but whatever.
Listening.
It was actually quite hilarious. I was in a hurry and I was going down, and I go to get in my elevator, and I didn't have a mask on.
So Julian just wrote, this dipshit in my class walks in 2 days straight and had COVID. So now he has to get tested. He's waiting for his results, everyone.
Oh, shit.
But that's what I'm saying is it's because of situations like that, because you could have not known. It's these little things. Because let's say right now it spreads in your building and you guys all share the same fucking air. And they find out, they look at cameras and shit like that, and they're like, yeah, this malaka keeps coming in, not wearing a mask, fighting with everyone. They could easily blame you.
Hold on, sharing the air? What do you mean?
Well, that's how it goes through air, right? So you guys share the air like ventilation in the building is what I'm saying.
Okay. So hold on, if we share the air.
Yeah, you didn't, like they were talking about the schools too. They have to check everyone's ventilation because some vents and all that, it doesn't get cleared up, and it makes it more dangerous for you to get it. Because it's not just because you get a droplet, let's say, in your mouth. But if it doesn't mean that you're gonna fully get infected. But if you share enough of it, right? Yeah. That's when it fucks you. So there's some they were talking about. You didn't hear that about schools? Some schools they were checking. They're like, oh no, it's fine. The air circulates enough, and the kids are gonna be okay.
I heard about that.
And some schools were fucked.
But if we share the air anyways, if you're in your own apartment, what's it gonna change?
A lot. Like I said, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get every. If I spit in your mouth right now, if I spit in your mouth, and if we're talking, you're getting 2 different amounts of spit in your goddamn mouth from me. Whether you want to admit or not, right now you're exchanging air with me.
Yeah.
Would you allow me to spit in your mouth?
No.
It's very different, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. You're in close proximity with people. They don't want it. That's all it is.
No.
But your excuses don't work, by the way. Your excuses of what, like the what ifs, the what aboutisms.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what am I arguing with a lady? Come on. It's mostly women watching. That's why I said that.
No,
we gotta make some people angry.
But I found it funny initially because. Okay, I'll admit I'm a bit of an asshole in this situation. Yes, because I do find it annoying.
It is annoying. It's 100% annoying.
For everything else, I don't mind it. Outside in public, it's just out of the building I find annoying.
But why? It's a building like any other building.
I know. It doesn't make sense. I know it. And I'm an asshole for it. I'll admit it. Fuck it. I'm an asshole. But do you know when I double down? When I found it funny. Okay?
Yeah, Julian says he's a maintenance worker for schools in Montreal. Most of them are fucked.
Let me tell you a situation that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, I live on the 5th floor, and you know me. I was in a hurry, so I didn't put on the mask. I was running out. Right, I'm like, I'm gonna run out anyway. So I go to get in the elevator. There was already a person in there with a mask, everything, had visor, everything. So I walk in, I barge in. I don't want to just walk because I was in a hurry.
Who had a visor?
Somebody in the building. They were going down.
They had a visor.
They had a visor, mask, everything. These guys, gloves.
Yeah, that guy's panicking, bro. Remember in my building, the guy with the visor? Where I kicked him out of the elevator.
Why'd you kick him out?
Because I had groceries. And he was maxing out. He's like, there's only 2 people maxing. You remember this? We can't both be in here. So I said, okay, so get the fuck out. You remember this?
Was he in there before you or after you?
I think he was in there before me.
Oh, but you had groceries. Yeah, I've had some people do that shit to me, and I tell them, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, he says there can only be, okay, get the fuck out. It's like, he panicked.
No,
get the fuck out of here.
Shit. But I was in a hurry.
Yeah, that's different. Because I don't like the fear. Because that's what I'm telling you is I'm telling you, don't make people scared that you don't have to make scared. Like little old ladies, little Indian guys that are in your building. Because
old ladies, no problem.
This is a very rare case where we see the people with the visors who are freaking the fuck out. Because another thing that we're not talking about is no one's talking about vitamins. Like no one's talking about being healthy, right? Last year, the biggest thing was obesity is healthy. You remember this shit?
Yes.
Where the oversized models, they were saying this is healthy. And if you don't think this is healthy, you're a problem, you're a bigot. But right now, if we know with the science, if you have a healthy immune system and you're taking care of yourself, you have enough vitamin D, there are strong chances, 90-something %, that you're going to be fine. You might not even have any symptoms. You know what I mean? You're going to be fine if you get COVID. So what the fuck is happening where we're not promoting healthy lifestyles right now? We're just promoting masks and all that shit. That's what bothers me. Is no one's talking about that. Like, man, I'm taking vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc. Like, I'm trying my best to help my immune system.
Like a Pokemon.
And I'm telling you right now, I'm not scared. I'll be honest with you, personally, I'm not saying about my mom. I'm not saying about him. Right? Me, personally, I am not scared. I also think I got it last year and they misdiagnosed. I'm 100. Like, I feel that what I had last year, that's what it was. That fucking week of terror, that's what I think it was. But even if it wasn't, personally, I'm not scared. I could be wrong, but looking at the statistics, I'm not scared. But I know that people lose their fucking shit. Yeah. So unless it's excessive, unless someone comes up to me while I'm wearing a mask and like, don't get it, and they start freaking out, then I'll tell them to go fuck himself. No. But I try my best to keep them calm because you don't need that confrontation.
Yeah. But I was in a hurry that day too, so I didn't have time to wear it. So I
go open up the door.
I'm gonna go open it soon. I just want to say I barge into the elevator. The guy full kit. So freaks out. He goes, "Excuse me, sir, you can't be in here together." No. Losing his shit. I'm like, I'm in a hurry. I don't have time for this shit.
He's having a panic attack. Just go open the door. So Guido showed up. I'm going to tell you guys right now, uninvited for the record. So he's mad about waiting at the door, but he invited himself. He just showed up. How can we know? And then we could be ready. I had no fucking idea. But that is what lunatics do. So in a couple moments, we will have the return of Guido Grasso. How do you guys feel about this shit with the mask? I understand that it's crazy, but do you fight with every person in the elevator? It will get too tiresome. The advice I'm giving him to do isn't for his safety. You know what I'm saying? It's just, what's the point of fucking fighting with these people all the time? Just put it on, do your fucking business, get in and out. Like a store. It takes me, a couple of minutes, get in, do my shit. But if I would fucking fight with everyone because I would refuse to wear a mask, it would take forever. And then cops would show up. It would be fucking crazy. Turn your fucking phone off. There we go. He's in. All right.
I was having a full panic attack at the door. This is what...
You're so full of shit.
No, honestly, this is what the tools you get in therapy are. I like how they say therapy.
Like crazy person sunglasses.
I bought these in... when I lost my mojo in Australia. Remember when that guy was walking down the hike with the baby and the fucking garden snake biting everybody?
Why are you filthy? What happened? Did you drop coffee on yourself?
Your coffee just happened now.
How did that happen?
Right now, holding it at your door.
Oh, come on. You got to calm down. It's just a door.
Oh, that's because you were having a panic.
My sister's calling me.
It's just a door, Guides.
Just put the phone on vibrate, bro.
You know what Kathy did? She had to talk to all the parents at her daycare.
Oh, nice.
And she had to do public speaking. And she asked them all, s'il vous plaît, mettez vos téléphones sur vibrateur.
Isn't that a vibrator? Should put your phones on dildo.
and all the parents were dying because she wanted to say put your phone on vibrate. Instead, she said put the phone on vibrator.
I like that though. God damn,
why the fuck does a Tim Hortons stop?
I fucked her this morning.
And also, why they fuck around Tim Hortons? If you know we're putting cream and sugar on the side, why are you filling it up?
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Have you taken a good close look at the people working at Tim Hortons these days?
Sadly.
Dude, I bet you some people working at Tim Hortons these days, like fucking a year and a half ago, were maitre d' in 5-star restaurants. It's
Yo, so I don't want to forget what I was saying. I was telling people, biggest thing that they don't hear about and they should do is get fucking healthy. And by get healthy, take your vitamins. Vitamin D is very important. Vitamin D,
Silver and
zinc.
Gold told me to take my vitamins today.
He's right.
And
dude, zinc, D, and if you can get it, you can get it on Amazon over the counter. Get some quercetin.
You know when we were in line, like one flew over the cuckoo's nest every morning for our medicine? They actually gave me thiamine.
What the fuck is thiamine, bro?
Vitamin B1. It helps replenish your brain with whatever you
Poseidon's
need.
losing his fucking shit. He's out there sucking.
I love... how did it go yesterday, by the way?
It was the so I did 2 sets.
Because you hadn't been on stage in...
The first set was trash.
Because there was people from La France.
They were all from, it was like I was embarrassed. The first set was disgusting.
You're being hard on yourself.
Yeah, are you being
Poseidon
hard? Like,
thinks
were they
I'm being
still
hard.
having a good time, but you weren't there for your standards, but they still had a good time.
I don't think they had a good time, but
well, they're French. That's
they never have a good time.
Exactly.
I was watching the crowd. Most of them were having a good time.
Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. He saw a different set. But then my second set, it was Quebecers. It wasn't people from France.
And you closed it.
But also I was on. Then I found my mojo again.
Oh, fuck. You needed that warm-up, no?
I just needed the warm-up set.
Exactly.
Like riding a bicycle.
Yeah.
I'd love when the French people are there for rehearsal. It's like, taped dress rehearsal for Saturday Night Live.
You got out all the trash on the French people.
Yeah, I got out of the trash stuff. It's so funny because I hadn't done my jokes in a while, right? So I started out by talking about like Prince Philip just to get comfortable on stage. And then I went into jokes. But I had forgotten, like I said, because I have this whole bit that I worked out in October about, I talk about my dog, how I got it, all that.
What a dog.
And you met the dog. You know, it's a magical creature. So it's I realized that when I said it, I lost the minutes of it because I had forgotten. And then when I was in the green room for the second set, I go, holy shit, I forgot so much about that joke. And then I got it back in the second set.
So now you're above water and you look graceful, but underwater you're paddling, trying to fucking stay afloat.
Yeah. That's what it was.
By the way, you added something also to that joke.
A nice tag.
The second time around.
What did I add?
I can't remember. I wanted to tell you last night, but it's completely...
Oh, really?
Yeah, you added
I said a joke about the moils,
The guys who do circumcisions.
Yeah, I said it because I go to them.
Because we all have references.
Oh, you know what's fucking crazy is that's the only joke that I felt really hit with the French crowd from France. Because I go, do you guys know what a moil is? And they go, no. And then I go, it's a Jewish thing. I go, they're the ones that are in charge of cutting the skin for the circumcision.
Well, in my experience of French,
traditionally,
Paris
I go
porn, I only see unclipped cocks.
Okay, that's not neither here nor there of what the moil is, because a lot of people don't know what a moil is. So I tell them that, and they're like, "Oh fuck, it's interesting." I'm not Jewish, I go, but I do have access to Google. So I told them how the moil then has to suck that kid's dick to get rid of the blood, so it doesn't get infected. And they're like, "What the fuck?" So they freak out. I go, "Hey, calm down, guys." But the whole reason why I said that is, people choose different careers and all that. Like, do you think, let's say a new moil, the first baby dick he sucked.
But is he the apprentice moil learning from someone else?
The first time you suck a baby's dick, you don't think in his head goes like, fuck, I should have went to law school. This is crazy.
Pantelis,
this is crazy.
People that are offended about what you just said right now.
That they might think there's another career.
The integrity of a man who has to put his lips on a baby's fucking
I'm not protecting anything. But you don't think that's the moment where you're like, I could have picked a different career.
I could have been a meat slicer like my brother.
Anything. You could have done anything.
In a butcher shop.
Could have been a marketing person. You could have been a fucking clown.
There was a notable story that happened in the press in New York about what you're talking about, where the Hasids
had hepatitis and he gave it to all the babies.
To all the babies.
Yeah.
The guy had herpes on his lips and he was giving it to babies.
Yeah, because he was sucking their dicks. That's what happened.
He wasn't.
No. He's not blowing them.
No,
I mean, he goes and he sucks so that he can get the blood out.
His saliva is supposed to act as an antiseptic to stop the bleeding, just like a blessing.
Bro, turn your fucking phone off. Unless you have.
It's actually Mike Marino,
I
New
don't know who that
Jersey's
is.
bad boy of comedy.
Unless you have like hepatitis or shit like that, then your saliva is fucking poison. So that's what happened. Yeah, he was giving
Could you
it to
imagine
babies.
and matzo ball soup stuck in the guy's beard?
Well, I'm
also.
drinking coffee. Just stop. So
I ate a lot of Passover kosher food while I was in hospital, and it's atrocious.
yeah, so that's what I was talking about on stage yesterday. The French crowd liked that one. Yeah. They liked hearing about the moils.
Can I have a sugar, please?
Oh, yeah, sure,
sweetheart. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, I thought it was an interesting joke just about the career.
And it's interesting that people from France all in unison agreed with your moil story.
They didn't know what a moil was, but when they found out what it was, they all agreed with my comedic view.
Well, it goes to show that the way your premise was set up was beautiful.
I did have to explain why I knew about it because they were looking at me and I go, no, I'm neither Jewish or anything, but I do have access to Google. And they're like, okay, so he just looked it up. But then again, they should have asked, why is he looking up sucking baby dick? Like, what is it? You know what I was looking up? I was looking up how to pronounce it correctly. And then I was reading and that's how it all started. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Did you see that thing on I don't know, it's got to be Vice News or some shit like that, like the small town in America where everybody in that town of 50 in the trailer park is a convicted fucking felon pedophile. It's like the town of pedophiles.
I don't know about that.
Where in Australia?
No, it's not. It might as well be. My fucking hell, that fucking kid's ass looks good, man.
I don't think Australians are known for being pedophiles.
No, they're not.
The Vatican is, though.
Yeah.
Yes, but I have to say, I watched, maybe because I was, in a hospital, but I watched Easter Mass live on the Shalom Network, live from the Vatican.
Wait, hold on, the Jews.
Yeah, they
like to show off.
It's the religious network. It's like CNN for religion.
Oh, I didn't know that they do other religions.
No,
too.
they do other religions.
That's
too.
interesting.
So, and I watched the Mass live on YouTube stream, and there's a point where the Pope has to lie down, I guess, to show sorrow. He's lying down on his belly with his head on a pillow on the floor of the Vatican. And
I love that they put a pillow.
They put a pillow. He's like, stonk. I just couldn't believe that. And I asked my friend Nick Odessa. He's one of those guys that has two names that you pronounce as one, Nick Odessa. And I asked him, like, have we always done that? He's like, yeah. You remember as an altar boy? That totally erased from my mind. But there's a part where the priest lies down on his stomach to show the passion of the Christ or whatever.
I can't remember any of that.
Anyway.
That's a bit, people do different stuff.
Weird. Like, the more you grow up, the more you realize most of these rituals are fucking weird.
To me, rituals in general.
Give it 100 years, a cult becomes a religion. That's what they say, right? I mean, Scientology, now we're all idiots, but in 100 years, maybe they know what they're talking about.
I mean, it took 10 years and this podcast turned into a cult.
When did they release Scientology?
When did they release it?
Yeah. When
the limited edition or the alternate cover?
The vanilla.
I think it's 50s or 60s.
Oh, really? I thought it was later than that.
50s or 60s, not 70s
L. Ron Hubbard.
Because 70s was all about Sri Lanka and the Beatles with the Hare Krishna, Sorry for the racism.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, that's when the Beatles made that shit.
Went with all that. But, okay, now I went on to the Beatles. Sorry, if I'm talking too much, guys, know that I'm not on amphetamines to slow me down. So I apologize in advance. There was a point in the...
Whoa, slow down there, buddy.
While I was inside, I like how I'm talking like I'm a mobster.
Hold on, I got to ask you something because Jofo's bringing up a question. He's asking if we ever heard of the Ant Hill Kids.
That rings a bell.
It doesn't ring a bell, bro.
No, it doesn't.
Why do you have to lie about everything?
No, are they like an Edmonton street gang?
Oh, that was, the Ant Hill Kids.
So there was, while I was there, when a song just touches you at the right time?
Yeah. By song, what are we talking about?
I listened to Blackbird by the Beatles. I've been listening to the song my whole life.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
For some reason, when I heard it at that moment, I took a mental photo of myself and I just fucking... rivers were pouring out of my eyes.
Did you?
And I also, as a faggot, listened to Dolly Parton's version of I Will Always Love You and cried at that too.
For the record, you're calling yourself... I love Dolly Parton.
She's a national treasure.
Yeah.
That woman is a national treasure.
We'll get to you in a second, Poseidon. Calm your tits.
She's a national treasure, Dolly Parton. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. When you're in the loony bin, do you have your choice of music?
She has a pair of great eyes.
Yeah, she has big eyes. When you were in the loony... God damn it, dude. You cannot drink a goddamn coffee.
Every single one of us has spilled their coffee.
My lid spilled. The coffee I did not because I am not a child. Don't worry, we got wipes.
Albanians are working.
I'm very happy that you brought coffee, but I'm also very mad at you.
Poseidon, can you go get some wet wipes because it's going to stain the table?
The wet wipes won't even... I need the fucking...
Go get everything because it's going to stain the table.
Did the mon frère woman that was working there give me napkins? No.
I want to ask you something. Did you have your choice of music in the loony bin?
Well, because your friend Guido's a pushover, I always let somebody else go use the computer before me. So by the time it was my turn, we had to stop using it.
Did the other crazies bully you, or were you just letting them?
No, I could tell who's full of shit and who's sincere.
What do you mean? There was people that were acting like gangsters?
I told you there was a lot of fake
mental patients.
Fake mental patients just because they're getting a rap.
But they were aggressive. They're like, "Yo, I'm taking this."
No, the aggressive one. There was only one person that scared me there, and he had PTSD.
Like my dog.
And he would make jokes about shooting and killing. Like this guy probably saw a kid blow up in Iraq and has been fucked ever since.
Yeah, but he can't shoot you and kill you in there. Where's he gonna get the?
Doesn't matter. This guy could break a fucking dude. When my mother delivered Tupperware with soup, she had to transfer the container from glass because I could break it and fucking stab myself in the neck.
You're gonna need wet wipes when it's dry, yeah, so it doesn't stick.
Thank you.
Way more than this, bro. I brought most of it for you.
So, Rafaela, my niece, told me that.
Dude, can you put the fucking cap on? Because every time you pick it up, you just spill everywhere.
My niece.
She's literally cleaning while spilling.
My niece shared your story there.
Which
about,
story?
The recording that we did of the intellectuals.
Oh, okay.
The one where I'm showing my medical bracelet. And all kinds of people are writing to her saying, "Are you okay? What happened? What happened? What happened?" And I told her right back.
Tell your niece to mind her business.
Tune in to the next episode.
Yeah, okay.
We'll bring you up to speed on how fucking crazy I really am. But now on to back to you.
Look, man, if people don't fucking follow already, you ever heard that stuff? Like, if they don't want to follow you when you're on your up, they don't gotta ask you questions when you're on your down, bro.
The only one that follows me when I'm down is Jessica Sorrell. I mentioned her name again.
Yeah, she's a big fan. Has your back all the time. Poseidon, you okay back there? Yeah, give one to Guido because he's it's all over the place.
Like my jism. What's happening? This is so nice, by the way, what you guys did here. That little keyboard is worth more than my life.
Oh, the extreme, yeah.
Fuck.
It's not worth more than your life.
Spielberg's office, guys. It's amazing. Thank you.
It's not worth more than your life, but it's worth, yeah, up there on top of your glasses. Why is it wet? Oh, it's because you put the headphones that are wet. That's why. No, up there. You see, at the corner of the desk. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, it's because your headphones are full of coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry for you. Your headphones. I could clean the table. Your headphones.
Congratulations to the Joe4 reaching 100 episodes. Good guys.
Tomorrow
good guys.
night. Yeah,
nice,
the
nice
good dudes.
Brava Jen, the nice people.
Big supporters of this and just good dudes in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, the loony bin. Guido was getting bullied sometimes by this one crazy guy that had PTSD.
I'm gonna go crack him.
But other than that, I told you before.
I can go.
There is nobody in a mental institution. There's nobody funnier than schizophrenics. I wish I could remember some of the shit they said, but when you hear them repeat it, and sometimes if you're sensitive enough, you can almost relate to what they're saying in reference to like the way you walked by them. Like I'll give you an example. There's a guy, very overweight, Jamaican guy.
Okay.
But his name's Dean Martin.
Wagwan.
Like you're nobody,
yeah, like Dean Martin.
Till somebody loves you. So Dean Martin, he hears voices. At one point, I'm going to talk to my Moroccan guy who used to sell T-shirts in Wildwood, New Jersey to New Jerseyans from this very street. They would make the T-shirts here and they would sell them in Wildwood. A lot of Montrealers go to Wildwood in the summer. And so I go see him for breakfast because he woke up late at 8:15 instead of 5:30 when I woke up. So I went to see him. I didn't know that to go sit next to my friend, my Moroccan Jewish friend, I accidentally took Dean Martin's seat.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Oh, dude, the loony bin is like prison in high school. They're gonna
it's like jail, bro. Now, the only reason I put two and two together is because I see where I normally sit down the cafeteria next to Anastasios, the old Greek man. And I see Dean is sitting there. He went out of his way to go sit in my chair. And then when I tried to go say to him, "Hey, Dean, I'm sorry. This is the point where I scream into the microphone and you say you're screaming too loud. The guy shrieked at me, "Get out of here!" He lost it.
He's a crazy person.
He lost it.
Did you smack him?
No, I felt...
I would have fucking backhanded him. Be like, listen, now that I'm here, I'm in fucking charge, understand? Now the rest of you fucking crazies, I'm in charge in here. And then you just smack another one in the face.
They just got to get you good enough to put on the street and then you deal with your own doctor.
Had I smacked him in the face, would that have cost me more days?
You would have been transferred to high care. Yeah, and you would have been... Yeah.
I would have done it. It was worth it. And I would have said, it was worth it. Fuck Dean Martin.
I saw the bed with the straps with the belts on it.
Oh fuck! Were you ever scared in there? Because you know the people.
I was scared in there every single day
of getting raped.
No, am I really as crazy as these people? Maybe there's something I don't know.
Oh, maybe I am that crazy. I just don't know. I'm living that's fucked up.
I think that's a sign of you being sane, though. No.
No,
hopefully. No, I know what he means because we're stepping out of it and looking in.
Exactly.
If you have the ability to step out and say, I shouldn't be here,
like,
you're
had
normal.
you been really crazy, you'd be like, I'm not crazy.
You didn't get any of those people that thought they were possessed, though, right?
Absolutely. Dean Martin, he said, I talk to the devil every day.
No, but the people that talk in voices and think that they're actually possessed, you had some of those people.
Bro, they're the funniest people.
I thought they were in harder care because they go crazy.
You could be in light care and be, there's a guy named Mark. Yo, man, you have any chow? And this guy's asking me I gave him my Easter lamb chops. He was a nice guy. This guy's a nice guy. This guy looks exactly like Marco Spinato for some reason. But anyway, yeah, dude, it's so funny. And time, of course they have the clocks like in school. The clocks with the second hand.
Yeah.
Because you're held against your will, and all you're looking at is that second hand. And I remembered
just the seconds go by.
When it's 10:17, I know recess is finished.
Isn't that the third hand?
When it's 11:30, I know that it's 15 minutes to lunch.
Seconds.
The second hand. You know those clocks?
Fuck, you're a retard.
Oh, he was in like number 2.
There's hour.
Yeah, no.
Minute and second.
You were like silver medal.
Because in my head, it's the first, second, and third.
No, he was like gold medal, bronze medal.
He was going by size.
Yeah.
So that second hand, the clock got bigger and bigger, bro. And I'm still, because I'm stone cold sober right now, and I haven't been in a very long time. My sleep clock is still screwed up. Like, I've been trying to sleep all fucking day. Instead, I went to go see Pasquale. He gave me a haircut.
Yo, by the way, I'm very upset with you. At least in the intellectual episode, you have your beard. You look way better with your beard.
I don't know what you do. You put some kind of shoe polish because the itchiness kills me.
I'm not itchy.
I scratch.
That's because you have to wash.
I wash.
And B, he got through the itchiness part.
Yeah, I couldn't take it. I can't take it. Dude, I was fucking.
I'm getting my trim this Tuesday.
By the way, I got you. I got a pen today.
You gave me a pen the other day.
No. But I got a pen today. The replacement to the red one that makes noise. I got a new black one that I know you're gonna love.
Nice.
Oh, it's worse.
Same company.
You're being sarcastic.
No.
So I'm not gonna love it. That's sarcastic.
Wait, hold on.
It's a squeaky nice pen. You want one?
No, at night. Well, no, keep your fucking pens. At night, you said they would come in the room and wake you up.
No. I would get woken up because they have all the night watchmen, the orderlies, let's say.
Yeah.
We'll call them orderlies. But they do more than that. Under the nurse, over the public, they have to just open the door slightly to make sure you're okay to every patient, every 2 hours. And so I wouldn't close my door all the way because it would make the sound. So they have to just peek in. But in the first night, when you hear, fuck.
You know how pissed I'd get if you were coming in the room
it
at
already
night?
took me 2 hours to try to fall asleep anyway. Because from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., just silence in a room.
Do you ever hear screaming?
Next door. I was actually Dean Martin's next door neighbor.
Oh, no, and he's always going crazy?
Always going crazy.
What the fuck, bro? I must be you're trying to sleep here.
And he's overweight, so he's a snorer.
Oh, fuck. Okay. And you hear the snore? Aren't there padded walls and shit?
No, only one room has the padded walls.
If you're
straight
not,
jacket room.
If you're not, here's the thing that's fucked up about this situation. If you're not an actual crazy person,
you go crazy.
Everybody,
you'll go
Poseidon,
crazy, bro.
Everybody, including you, including him, is a crazy person.
Yeah, I know that.
People have more similarities than they do differences, I believe. We just don't admit it publicly.
No, I've already admitted. I've already said that we have to be on the spectrum to be doing comedy.
Well, I know I'm crazy, but like the good crazy.
There's no good crazy,
There's
bad
no good crazy. You just label it whatever the fuck you want to make yourself feel good.
Yeah, it's for example, soldiers, the military, right? They respect them in times of war, and they need crazies to go out there, military, and kill people. The second the war is over, like fucking warmonger,
damaged
we don't
PTSD,
need you.
yeah.
You're
It's
only
out of
needed.
convenience.
I did a test last night.
You did
It's
a Tesla.
a test. It's called the Dark Triad personality test.
The dark triad.
So are
you're
you
making
part
fun
of
of
the,
Asian mobsters?
Asian
No.
mobsters?
Cut the tip of your pinky.
With the moils. Imagine triads and moils.
Oh shit! The moil's sucking the finger.
Oh,
You're onto something.
With the cigar cutter.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh shit! No, because there's it's called the Dark Triad of personality. So there's narcissism, Machiavellianism, and there was another one.
Machiavelli.
Machiavellianism is the worst one.
And I scored
Tupacism.
I scored above average.
Of what?
So,
Have dark traits.
so you're legit crazy. That's what you're
No,
trying
that just
to
means
say.
that you're a bad guy. But we knew that.
No. No, I'm not a real bad. A real bad guy would have scored like insane, like all the way back.
No, you're still, bad is bad. Like if you kill one person or 50 people, you're still a bad guy.
Oh no, but I was like gray, like dark gray.
If somebody else yawns, do you yawn?
Yeah.
So it means
Not always.
It means you're not a psycho.
You mentioned yawning, now fucking yawning.
Yeah, psychopaths have the inability to yawn when you're yawning.
I didn't need you to prove to me that I'm not a psychopath by fucking making me yawn.
Yeah. You psychopaths don't yawn. They have
You
to
haven't
fake
yawned yet, for the record.
But I.
Just saying.
It's true. We both
He
yawned.
caused us both to yawn, and this fucking
I'll yawn,
psycho.
I'll yawn. No, now you're scaring me.
Fuck. But by the way, I didn't yawn when he mentioned the word yawn.
I only yawned.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because you're way crazier than me.
Dogs yawn.
And
You're
you
all yawning.
yawned very long
go
into
fuck
the...
It's because I'm at the. Oh, by the way, I'm not joking. This is a true story. So I'm on risperidone and I'm transferring to Seroquel. This is a true story. I'm not trying to make you laugh. It means you're not a psychopath.
No, it
It's
means
good.
you're an idiot. Stop yawning.
but I can't, bro. You're all yawning.
Because you're making me yawn. Stop talking about
But you're
yawning.
making me
Last
yawn.
night in my dream, I was up and walking around, but I was in my dream.
What?
So I walked into my kitchen yesterday,
Yeah.
took a piss on my floor,
In real life?
and went to grab the mop like I flushed the toilet, and then went back to bed.
Oh, in real life you did this.
In real life,
You pissed in the kitchen floor.
I pissed on my fucking kitchen floor.
I'm going to ask the question that everyone else is asking. Are you sure you should have been released from the hospital?
And I have no reason. I swear to God, this is the truth. And the bucket was empty.
I'll tell you why I'm asking. Pissing on the floor in the
never
kitchen
walked.
seems like a reason why you'd be in the mental hospital.
I've never
By the
sleepwalked
way,
in my
the same
life.
thing has happened to me when I'm like when I was like 7 or 8. I got up, went and pissed in the garbage. I lifted the garbage bin, pissed in it, went back to bed.
Yeah.
You're just a fat, lazy
But this
8-year-old.
is, no, but in
no,
my
actually,
mind,
the bin was
I
further in the bathroom.
I was doing okay. Like the reason the mop wasn't wiping up the piss was because there wasn't water in the bucket. So in my head, it was all logical. This is a side effect of my medication, which I'm changing. But I literally
damn.
pissed on my floor yesterday. Nico's there today now, so he's pissing on it too.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of pee pads?
They're still in the package in the bag because I
Yeah,
have ADD. I didn't take them out of the car.
Imbecile.
They're
pee
in the
pads.
trunk of my car.
You,
I bought
you
them
teach
2
the
months
dog
ago.
to pee on the pads.
2
That's
months
it.
ago.
You just get rid of the pads.
2 months ago, they've been in the trunk of my car.
But
That's crazy.
I think your
I know.
dog.
I'm crazy,
I
but
think
in a
your-
good way.
I think your dog likes walking though.
Every dog likes walking.
Bro, my dog likes fucking moonwalking. He
Small
loves Michael
dogs, you need
Jackson.
pee pads because they pee more.
Yeah.
They're fucking bladders. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And you like the dog to understand that it could pee there, so it's comfortable. It's not always scared, like I have to hold it until I get out. Like if it knows it's there, it lives a more comfortable life.
So yeah, I pissed on my floor for real.
Nothing to be proud of.
Happened to me in my life.
Nothing to be proud of.
Like in that movie Step Brothers, when Will Ferrell and his friend there, Shake and Bake.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Shake and bake, yeah.
When they're sleepwalking, I'll kill you, Leonard Nimoy.
Oh yeah, they're both sleepwalking. yeah.
I was like that. I never did that in
isn't
my
that
life.
the
I
Step
took
Brothers?
Benadryl. Yes,
He said that.
I took Benadryl. No, I said Shake and Bake me.
No, you said Step Brothers, and you called the guy Shake
I
and
took
Bake.
Benadryl. 2 of them still can't sleep. I took clorazepam, which is a type of Ativan. Still can't sleep. My insomnia's insane.
I can help.
The only reason I'm here right now is
Wait,
because
hold
I
on a
couldn't take
second.
an
That sounded
afternoon nap.
sexual. Go on.
Oh
No, and I tried jacking off.
I just
you know,
can't-
after you
I
come,
just
you,
can't get to sleep. Oh, I can help.
no, I can help, but to me it's violent.
I tried. Yeah, just knocked me
You
out,
want to knock him out?
bro. I swear to God, I was in that much pain of insomnia while I was in the hospital that I would have taken your offer of slap me in the face to fall asleep at one night, because I actually felt it in my spine, the restlessness, like sensitively in my spine. It was so terrible.
You know, helps me pass out.
A blowjob.
That too.
But the other guy is always weirded out.
No, but when I lie down, is a lot of times what I'll do is I'll hang my legs off of the edge of the bed, and what it does is it stretches my spine, and all you hear is
I think I kind of did that.
stretching
You hear
out, and then just the release of that knocks me out. Like, oh.
I kind of did. I did. I tried them all anyway.
This is good. This feels like I'm a doctor at that hospital just watching my patients go at it.
But as a comedian, you would just be in awe of some things that you're seeing.
He would be taking notes.
That's why I
No,
say
no.
time
For the
and again,
record, all jokes aside, if for any reason they would if something would happen, I'd be in there. I don't think I'd ever get out. I would get so violent, they would put me. My biggest thing is freedom.
But
I'm locked up for no fucking reason,
had
dude.
no idea
I'm
how
breaking everyone.
I had no idea how important freedom was to me until it was held against
That's
my
what I'm
will.
saying. I love freedom. So the second you're holding me against my will, bro, someone's going to pay for it.
This is a walk in a park where I was. There was internet. There were nice people. I was in like the easy care.
Still wouldn't accept it.
Wow, bro. That's why when I would write to you guys sometimes and I'd be like, bro, I'm bored. I'm like, I'm in tears. Boredom, fear, all of it. It was so fucking...
Poseidon, can you grab the bottle there and give it to me?
Oh, I'll do 5 shots. These guys just keep bringing you guys bottles. Yesterday you had a bottle of wine in there.
Yeah, well, what
That's
was
like
it?
maple syrup flavored whiskey or something.
Yeah,
right?
you can
That's
have if you want.
Canadian. Bro, pour me a triple. The
Well,
doctor
no,
didn't say
I'm
I
putting
can't
it in my
drink.
coffee. Fucking gangster like that.
That's classy. That sounds classy. He's like Ichabod Crane on the back of the bottle. He's headless, by
Smart.
the
I
way.
think I'm gonna pour some too. Fuck it.
He's headless, by the way. So in the meantime, this whiskey pour has been brought to you in part by Order Meat from wherever Pantelis says.
Justmeatit.ca. Links are in the description. You're not going to find not just better meat, but also it is a Quebec company. These meats of elk, ostrich, and whatever else, they sell all the elite meats, Wagyu beef. No performance-enhancing drugs, no steroids, no antibiotics. You're not going to find this shit anywhere else. And they deliver it from the farm to your house. Justmeatit.ca. Use the promo code COMEDY to get yourself 10%
Could you
off.
imagine how big a fucking sunny side up ostrich egg would be?
Oh, it's by the way, I've seen videos of people pouring ostrich eggs in frying pans.
That's
Even it's humongous,
Oh, I needed alcohol this, yeah.
but also there's something about ostrich eggs
It makes you gag.
no, very like your appetite goes away.
Cholesterol or the gaminess? I'm sure there's
I don't know,
there's
just
some
the
kind
size
of
of it.
ostrich cum that makes you go.
The size of the yellow and the
No.
gunk.
Who
Everything.
eats ostrich eggs?
Ostriches.
Australians
Australians and ostriches.
or really big snakes.
Hi, mate. You ever have a fucking chicken pot pie
Are
with
Australians-
ostrich eggs?
Are they back on lockdown or are they off lockdown?
Jessica, answer right now. Before
What's
I
happening
get
in
mad.
Australia? Because
No.
a lot of people like to use Australia as an example. Like, well, they did a lockdown or curfew. That place was built to be a prison. Okay, what they're used to is their problem,
I
not
think
ours.
they opened up before we did.
But also it's warm, so you could literally just fuck off from the city and do whatever you want. No one's
Australia
gonna
Leave
takes
the main
their
cities, yeah.
fresh produce and fruit and vegetables for granted.
bother you. Here, you can't do
No,
that.
I don't think so.
You can't
they
do that.
do.
You're gonna
Trust
freeze.
me, they do.
Really?
They're exactly Canada, but in tropical weather. They think the rest of the world is like that too. I'm telling you, when I mean it.
Oh, they don't realize.
They don't realize how good their fruit and
But
vegetables
that's not
are.
like how Quebecers here. Quebecers don't realize how like the province, the natural resources, like how
Ooh,
good
this
the province
is.
is.
Like, milky. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
And
they don't
also,
realize.
With
Bro,
our,
my
with our
father told me.
technology-
My father told me. You know why I came to Montreal? Because it's the best, and it's true.
Also, we have the technology to build like greenhouses and shit. We can farm all year round.
Supposed to make an order on Just Meet It this week. Pierre Luc says. I'll mention that I heard on your podcast. Yeah, use comedy. A lot of people told me that
Oh my
they
God.
bought and they didn't know
That's
they didn't
wonderful.
use the promo code. It doesn't matter. I mean, as long as they're getting recognition and they're getting meets, I don't give a shit. They're not going to give me any extra for the comedy. So
And,
as long as they're getting sales, I don't care.
Let it be publicly known. When people try to throw money at Pantelis, he actually has refused some.
Yes, very often.
So for him to pick it, it means
You cannot
They're nice
buy and
people.
sell me. That is correct. As the government found out when they tried to hire me for their stupid campaign.
By the way, this coffee just became delicious.
oh my
told
god!
you.
I
Jesus Christ!
Look, I'm many things. Most of them retarded, but sometimes genius.
You know what I just made is I bought a beef tenderloin and I cut a nice fat steak and I just put it on the pan with just salt, pepper, and a bit of butter. And I Gordon Ramsay'd that shit. Me and Nico orgasmed, ate meat, and I came here.
Jess Sorrell said that they're out of the lockdown and they're even opening their borders up to that disgusting country next to them, New Zealand. So
Just to them though, not to us, because I still have a work permit.
no, it's very hard. I mean,
I-
with the way it is now.
I ordered a 1-year visa because I was planning on going last year for a couple of shows, and they only give you the 6 months or the 1 year. And they approved it. And if I wanted to do a show in Australia, I could legally do it tomorrow. But because I was supposed to go to my mother's town in Italy's association, their party
Yeah.
over
The
there's a lot of-
festival,
yeah, they hired me to go do it.
stand up.
And the girl who hired me, the president of the association, actually shares a birthday with me, which is weird.
That's not weird. A lot of people are born on the same day. As
Yeah,
me.
I know. I just wanted to.
I'm
make it
September
bigger than what-
24th. I think there's like genocides on my birthday. Something like that.
I usually they're in April, the genocide. By the way, I had an eerie feeling while in
Oh,
hospital.
shit.
True story.
Hold on. You had an eerie feeling while you were at a creepy mental hospital. I wonder where that eerie feeling came from.
It came out of nowhere, though. It had nothing to do with what I was talking about or thinking about.
Okay.
But I got this fucked up feeling that on April 20th of this year, something shitty is going to happen.
It's Hitler's birthday.
Like one of those Columbine shits. And I'm not saying me, assholes. No, I'm kidding. But I actually got a bad feeling that some protest, murder, Floyd murder.
In 9 days.
Yeah, I got a bad feeling about it. And
that specific day.
That specific.
4/20/2021.
And I'm so sorry to even put it in the universe, but I got a bad feeling about it. I'm not going to look at the news that day, and I'm staying the fuck home. And I don't get these feelings a lot.
Kind of like a World War I type of situation?
Who the fuck knows? I don't know why you went specifically with World War I.
Yeah, that was
just mentioned Korea.
Not like Franz Ferdinand.
What about him?
When he got shot, no?
Yeah, but
he liked to raise you.
I like when he has half information and he reaches like he got shot. No, he's trying to think of what happened.
Yeah, stop it!
Isn't that his song?
Jesus Christ! What's wrong with you? Why would you make that sound?
Can I just say something? I appreciate how mad you got at him because he was very annoying for everyone.
Yeah,
I'm glad you called him out on it.
No. But I referenced Franz Ferdinand's song.
No, that's not. He doesn't have a song.
Didn't he have a song? I'd like to raise you like I should. Some shit like that.
Have you lost your goddamn mind?
Yes, I was in a mental institution. Sorry, guys. I'm off of the fucking amphetamines.
I don't know why that sound of rage
It was
came
super annoying. But yeah, no, I'll tell you. Franz Ferdinand was assassinated.
Yeah, he was assassinated
by the Serbian secret society called the Black Hand. Wow. And that set off World War I because of the truces that all the countries had with their different allies.
Now you're saying Serbian, but at the time was Yugoslavia.
No, this was before, I think, Yugoslavia.
So it was Serbia again before?
Well, I don't think it was Serbia even before, but I think they were Serbs, yeah.
Because it's called Serbia.
Oh, no, they might have been Yugoslavia.
You know, they're racist.
They had to. Yugoslavia existed till like 1986 or something.
Yeah, but it didn't exist for long. It's not like an ancient...
even Canada is older than Italy.
So had this been the white hand, guaranteed no World War.
See, that's
such a shitty joke. I'll tell you why. Because the fact that their name had nothing to do with it. First of all, they didn't even know in the beginning who did it. The reason why it happened, the reason why it started World War, is because of the way the treaties were written. So you were forced, basically, the way it was. Let's say me and you have a treaty. If I go to war, you have to go to war with me, right? Okay.
Right.
But then you have a treaty with him that if you go to war, you have to go with him.
But I have
or
a treaty
he has to go with you.
Yeah.
But he has a treaty. So what happened was
with two other people.
One murder started to set off all trigger and everyone took sides.
So people had to do favors. Well,
yeah, they're like, you owe me one. We got to go. That's what triggered that one.
But Black Hand,
the Second World War is because a lot of people had to get together to fight off Hitler and his
there was a
axis.
reason. There was a madman. But
the first one, they were forced into alliances.
That's where the other game, not Risk, Axis and Allies.
But it was very Risk because when I play Risk, I do that. Yeah.
You have to set up your posts for future.
Gary Atlas, Yugoslavia imploded in the 90s. We know when it imploded. We're talking about World War I, bro. We're talking about 1910. Yeah.
I said 86, so for sure shit was brewing then. You know, like the 86 Mets when they stole Gary Carter from us and won the World Series.
Vietnam?
What about Vietnam?
Wasn't that 76?
You just wanted to say Vietnam.
It's a fun word to say.
I know.
Dude, you know what I fucking saw yesterday?
What's your Asian man, your terribly, perfectly accurate Asian man? Be a man.
Hey, be a man. Do the right thing.
It's so racistly good.
The World War I was caused because of the alliance system. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand was just the spark that triggered an implosion. Okay, yeah, I feel like we're just repeating the same thing over and over.
But am I the only guy that knows that Franz Ferdinand was a band, or am I stupid?
No, I mean, Franz Ferdinand, I think, was also a band.
Okay, so that's what they're named after. I just found this out now. Sorry.
It's crazy. Oh, this is what I saw yesterday. You're going to love being the movie buff that you are.
Yes.
I pay $5 a month to have access to an Amazon Prime channel called Shudder, where they have like all the horror movies and stuff. And there's a horror documentary series. There's only like 5 episodes called Cursed Films. And they talk about The Exorcist, all the rumors behind it.
You nailed it.
Dude, the Twilight Zone movie.
Decapitation.
God damn. I didn't know they were going to show a video of kids dying.
And the movie the guy made after that was Coming to America.
Yeah. What's his name? Michael Landis or something Landis?
John Landis.
John Landis. So Poseidon, you don't have... I'm telling you what's happening.
I want to hear this.
Bro, this man was decapitated. Imagine like a famous actor just fucking head chopped off.
So you guys are going to love this shit. So in the movie The Twilight Zone, when they were making this guy, John Landis, he was the director. He was a bit of a cunt, from what I heard from the back, the behind-the-scenes stuff. So they made something really cool. They recreated Vietnam, like a Vietnamese village, in like this little, not swamp, like a little lake area. It was fucking phenomenal. So the special effects people and the set people got together. They made something really nice. And then he wanted these kids, they were casting little kids to be saved. The main actor's holding them and he's running through the water while there's explosions happening. And there's a helicopter on top. And they couldn't get kids that were in the union or whatever because he wanted to film. He's like, we're going to film at 2 a.m. They go, no. Union rules are, first of all, you can't do that, but it has to stop at 8. Kids can't work.
Kids only work daytimes.
So he went out of his way. He said, we'll go in the street. So they found independently families so their kids could work on the movie that weren't union or whatever to circumvent the rules, right?
For $100.
So then the guy who built the set people are there and he's with the special effects people. So he, John Landis did like a trial run with the helicopter. And there was a lot of explosions and it was like pretty crazy. And then he goes, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till later. He's like, whoa, we're practicing now. Don't overdo it later. Do the same thing. You know, we can't take chances. He's like, no, don't worry. It's going to be fine. So they asked him to move one of the huts. So he moves the huts, his team, the guy who does the effects there, the sets. And then he goes and looks and he finds, because he has a map of where all the explosions are. And he finds an explosive thing in front of one of the huts. And he goes, hey, what the fuck is this? Like, nobody fucking told me about this shit, right? Like, why are you putting stuff here? He goes, oh, we just changed it. Don't worry. It's pushing the hut back, like towards the mountain, not towards the people. And he goes, yeah, but I have to know and approve. If you have to tell me right fucking now if there's anything else here that I don't know about. You can't just change shit with your fucking explosions, you know?
Like Tropic Thunder. His name was the explosions guy.
But exactly. So the explosions guy's like, no. So they started talking. They go, no, now we have everything we need. So
Danny
bro, this
McBride.
is on film now. So it's 2 a.m. They're filming, and basically the guy has to hold the 2 kids, the 2 Vietnamese actors, whatever, the 2 kids, and he's running through the water, and there's the explosions behind him, and they're shooting at him, and they even used real bullets to shoot certain scenes, but not in that one. He wasn't really getting shot at, but there's explosions everywhere, and there's a helicopter on top. Bro, doesn't the explosion get so big? Pam, pam, pam. The helicopter, something fucks up in the helicopter, it crashes, and you see it spins, and it cuts all 3 of them, the main actor and the 2 kids, in half. In real life. It killed them. So that
movie didn't do well at the box office.
Yeah, and so then you see the parents were there. They were on set. So the parents just saw their kids get decapitated. Well, not even cut in half, even crazier.
Where it looks like a special effect.
Yeah, and they're just, how do you just saw your kids get cut in half, and these motherfuckers. And the worst part is the guy who did the set, who built like beautiful set, it looked like Vietnam. It was his big break. And before it started, people were telling him, patting on the back, like, oh, this is your big break. Welcome to the big leagues. And the poor guy was implicated in this whole thing.
But he was really doing what's right. It's just that John Landis didn't listen to him.
John Landis is the one that fucked up. And this guy got fucked out of Hollywood for a while. Like,
he was scapegoated, and John Landis made Coming to America.
Yeah, it was crazy.
John Landis, for the record, is the director of the Blues Brothers movie.
Yeah, Blues Brothers,
he was
Coming
part
to
of
America.
that Spielberg Zemeckis gang.
Yeah.
But once this happened, Spielberg had to back away from John
the
Landis.
fucking cocksucker.
So wait, even the people in the helicopter died?
Bro,
I think the people in the helicopter survived, but the
actor was
the main actor and the 2 kids were sliced in half.
So I'm sure also there was The Crow when he shot.
The Crow, obviously, but this one, The Crow, I had already seen this one. I didn't know the details of the Twilight Zone movie. This, you know why it bugged me? Because it showed... Poltergeist was some creepy shit. But what bothered me about the Twilight Zone movie was that the direct, like, so let's say we do sketches or whatever. A lot of times you'll depend on me or even on Phil, depending on what's going on. You trust us. I'm not going to make you do something that might kill you. You know what I mean? So the parents trusted him. He's like, no, it's not dangerous. But he didn't even listen to the experts. He kept adding more.
Think he was humbled by the experience?
To say the least. He was proven not guilty in the court because in the court, the jury basically said, accidents happen
in Hollywood.
Accidents happen, and we can't prove that he tried to kill the kids or even that it was negligence. It was supposed to work. They did it anyways. But either way, him going to jail or not wouldn't have brought these kids back, bro.
No,
you know what I mean?
Unbelievable for a movie.
For a movie, yeah.
But
and then the movie was made though.
The biggest thing to come out of that movie is the specifics. It's one of those movies where there are little skits.
Yeah.
So one of them famously was done on the Twilight Zone TV show by William Shatner called Terror at 20,000 Feet, where William Shatner is the only guy on an airplane that sees a goblin on the wing of the plane fucking with him. And in the Twilight Zone movie, which also kind of helps because this part of him on the plane was nowhere near filmed near the scene where the guy was exploding and killed the kids. So if you have to watch something without guilt, you can watch the Terror at 20,000 Feet. It was filmed months before that the kids died. And it's John Lithgow, Third Rock from the Sun professor guy, British sounding
I like that
guy.
He's a weirdo.
It's him on the plane instead of William Shatner, and there's a goblin on the wing. Even The Simpsons parodied that, where there's something fucking on the wing with your head, and he's the only guy going insane because all the stewardesses are trying to look at him saying, there's nobody on the wing. And he's like, no, it's on the wing. It's taking the bolts out of the plane.
That guy from Third Rock from the Sun, he was in a movie in the 90s. What was it? I think he was a rapist or a murderer.
Raising Cain.
Was that it? Raising Cain?
Where he played twins.
No. There was one of him. Fuck,
He was
what's
also the father in Harry and the Hendersons.
What's his name?
Movie. John Lithgow, spelled the way I say it. John Lithgow, G-O-W.
Let me find this fucking movie because it just came in my head.
He's one of those American guys that sounds British sometimes.
Let me find this son of a bitch.
Son of a beats.
This Pantelis searching has been brought to you in part by Poseidon's balls. When shiny, when clean.
I am so fucking... Because it was such a weird thing to see him in it because he plays...
I always knew that his big horror movie was Raising Cain.
It might be that. Let me see.
Raising Cain is the only one I know him for because he's like a Shakespeare guy. I don't know, bro. All I know
he
is
played
that
like a rapist or some
I'm talking
shit.
too much, and I'm going to be paranoid that I talk too much, and I'm going to be hard on myself. Love me.
It's the wrong man. No, fuck. What's the movie? Maybe it's Raising Cain. Let me take a look here.
If it's Raising Cain, I'm pretty proud of myself.
An oncologist's wife. No, it's not this. Fuck.
There's another twin movie with the guy who played Hamlet.
So how was your first day out the feds? I always wanted to say that. I don't know why.
Out the feds. That was the first day out the feds.
First day out the feds, yeah.
It turned out perfect. Well, the first day I just slept, but the second day I hung out with you in Park X outside and enjoyed the sun. So the way you enjoyed it, imagine how much I enjoyed it.
I believe you.
I don't know what the movie was. I can't find it. I got to see clips.
It's probably Raising Jess Sorrell.
Maybe. I hope so.
You're in love with this girl, huh?
Oh, maybe it was
man.
Ricochet.
Ricochet is Denzel Washington.
Oh.
Ricochet is Denzel Washington.
He wasn't in it, this guy.
And Pinochet ran Chile for a while.
Pinochet.
Pinocchio.
I'm sorry I did that. But yeah, Shudder's Cursed Films is good. The Exorcist was pretty crazy too. There was a lot. The Exorcist, it was creepy because, people thought it was, they played with the hype too because people thought it was cursed.
Yeah.
And one of the weird things that happened is one night, the entire set's caught on fire. Like everything just was burned except for the little girl's room. That set stayed.
Really? She died horribly after the movie too, that little girl. No, Poltergeist.
That little girl's alive. What are you talking about?
Poltergeist, sorry, I meant Poltergeist.
Yeah, Poltergeist was fucked up, yeah.
What happened with Poltergeist?
Dude, Poltergeist was cursed like crazy. And they filmed it on top of like a burial ground. Like they used real skeletons, I think, for the skeleton scene instead of using plastic ones. Yeah, they played a lot with...
In the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Walt Disney, there are still real skeletons on the pirate ship. When they built it...
It feels disrespectful.
When they built it, they got skeletons from medical facilities. And some of the skeletons that you'll see in Pirates of the Caribbean when you're legit in Disneyland... Some of those skeletons are actually real.
I feel like it's disrespectful.
The one that freaked me out the most had to have been the guy who played Jesus. While he was on the cross, he legit got struck by lightning.
By the way,
I heard about that.
Before we close off, speaking of Disney, did you know the construction creation of Disneyland is very creepy, eh? The way it's been built and
there's tunnels.
Just tunnels and certain colors that they use.
You hide the kids.
Yeah, certain colors that they use. Let's say there's a place you don't want people to go into. They paint the doors and walls a certain color that it's a color that psychologically repulses people.
Amazing.
It's just a picture of his face.
And they're not allowed to point.
Don't point.
They do 3. I want you like Uncle Sam. My God, I feel like I hogged up all the air, guys.
Guys, thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you for coming to church this Sunday. We got podcasts all week. The Intellectuals are back Thursday night, 8 p.m. The new episode will drop 2 drink minimum every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Follow Guido Grasso. Follow Poseidon, Deepa69 on Deepa69 on Twitter and Instagram. And twitch.tv/DeepPoseidon69. If you like video games, you can watch him on Twitch. He plays against children, and he dominates. He also does get beaten by children a lot, actually. It's pretty funny. So check them out. Guido, where are they going to find you?
Well, tonight they're going to find me watching this girl on TV.
Oh, yeah. Our fucking friend Helen Boudreau is on Tout le Monde en Parle tonight, 8 p.m. wherever the fuck you watch that. I don't know where real channels are.
CBC.ca, I think.
CBC. It's not a CBC show.
Radio Canada.
Is it a Radio Canada show? Oh, these motherfuckers, they're government employees. All right.
Yeah, it's like the BBC.
I hope they
but in
don't talk
Canada,
shit about
yeah.
her. All right, so that's happening. Let's see if they use my clip, because apparently I was used by their research team this
Wait,
week.
I thought we were talking about unclipped cocks.
Smart thinking. I like where you went with that. So thank you guys for checking us out. The Patreon is patreon.com/Pantelis. That's where you get exclusive content, you get stuff early, and you support this goddamn empire that we've built. Look at it. It's growing every day, and we're doing some crazy ass shit. This background behind Poseidon is becoming iconic. We are the podcast
And
to be
on
on.
the Patreon, you find exclusive videos.
In Bed with Poseidon. You get Annabelle Labette, the French version of that show. You get all kinds of shows exclusively on the Patreon. It's a lot of fun. Join us. And don't forget, there's the link. Join the Discord. Even if you're not a Patreon member, you have access to a lot of the channels on Discord. If you become a Patreon member, you get access to more. You get the movie nights, etc. But the community that we're building on the Discord is a lot of fun. People are sharing memes. They're meeting up. We have 2 people that started dating. Sent us photos of that,
Yes.
so people are finding love in the Discord.
people
I'm
together.
bringing people together.
Congratulations.
The Pantelis Nation is strong and borderline retarded, but very strong. We're very mighty, almost like the love between 2 cousins in the royal family that lasted about 100 years.
Okay, my
retard
ADD
strength.
is kicking in. I have to ask.
Say,
At what point is it going to be like back in the day until Conan O'Brien showed up?
yeah.
Everyone used to just see that name and say, Conan, Conan, Conan. When is it going to transfer from Pantelis to Pantelis?
It's not Pateli. I'm not Pakistani.
So forget everything I just said. I was trying to sound so deep, but I fucking...
Thank you guys for
I ate
watching.
shit.
We love
I
you.
ate shit.
Links are in the description.